Yes. Da, 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 da. Do we appear to be alive? We appear to be alive. So, who would like to give the recap for inspiration as I apply music?
I'm helping with token stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can also give the recap if you guys would prefer, but I'll be getting the inspiration.
But all right, so we were still exploring the crypt area on the Rosevein Manor. We had just gotten done killing a stone golem, which we discovered led to a room that seems to be linked to the Unseelie Fae in some fashion. We're not exactly sure how. But it seems like there was a I don't know what the right word is. There was a special person that it passed down to, and then it looks like it stops entirely. That's probably when the dynasties were destroyed. So we moved on through a room of blood where everybody got upset, although I'm not really sure why. It was just a room of blood. And we then got to a statue being possessed by the creature that Lady Rosevein was telling us about. And we encountered our first haunting, and each of us got a chance to do something to push it out of this world, or unfortunately, it could go the opposite way as well. And we did our job and managed to get the thing out of the statue. Lady Rosevein was really happy. We decided that we were going to need to head back to the city through the stones, and Kane gave Lady Rosevein a ride. So I'm not sure if we are planning on doing a murder in town or we're bringing him back here.
Yes.
But we hadn't worked out the details on that yet. So as far as I know, we were just resting from the ordeal, and that's where we left off.
Yes, very good. You have earned your inspiration, as my phone beeps at me twice. Let's see if it makes it 3 times. But that is indeed what happened. You have gained your inspiration, and that is where we left off, with our companions having completed a long rest within the manor. One of you having an extra companion within your mind as you slumber. It is interesting. You've already been tied to one for some time, having tied yourself, binding yourself to Tenebris, but this is a different feeling. It's not this feel of power that washes over you. It is a cold, grim sense of, I wouldn't say reality, but determination. Not sure what this means for you, but definitely waken. Even though you are rested, you feel restless.
Lady Rosevein wants to get on with it.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that's where we left off. You guys find yourselves in the manor, and you are free to do what you wish to do.
Well, I believe we were just going to finish up our rest, grab our stuff, and then head on back to the Menhir Stones, teleport back to town, and go inform the one guy that I forget the name of the house being cleared out. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Go inform the headman that the haunting is done.
So
And don't tell him we have the deed unless we want to flaunt it in his face and maybe get arrested.
well, not to the headman, but to the noble.
Yeah, the noble that's responsible for her death.
So
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah, that too.
yeah. So I had an inkling of a plan. If we bring the noble to the manor, using the excuse that we are willing to sell it to him, and that we cordially invite him to the manor so he can inspect it himself. If he decides to bring guards, I'm sure Lady Rosewing can take care of him.
Right.
We'll need.
Please
probably-
get them.
Wait,
Get
hold on.
them.
Not done.
Sorry.
They'll probably bring their own carriages, which we can then use to bring back to town the civilians that are held up at the bandit base and the evil bandits that are not interested in working for us for money and gold and are into it for like the psychopaths really.
Mhm.
And then we can use them to blame the death of the noble and his guards. We were on our way, they attacked us, we captured them. That'll increase the reward, no doubt.
You'll have to kill them.
Excuse me?
Yeah, because they'll talk.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll-
they will talk. But it does tie up the loose end I was thinking of. If he tells people where he's going and he dies at the manor, who are they going to look at?
The bandits, yes. No, we don't
Mhm.
have to kill them. All we have to do is cut their tongue so they can't speak.
Actually, worse.
And even if they do talk, who's gonna believe the ramblings of criminals, right?
Well, if we're turning in the bandits that don't want to work with the rest of the bandits, they're going to execute them anyway. Why risk it?
Because no, more than likely, it's just to pass suspicion. You know.
Mhm.
If you're gonna hand them a patsy, it has to be one that works. That's
And
dead.
bandits work.
My only issue with the plan is who here would actually step up to cut out the bandits' tongues.
I heard Morkag volunteer.
I did hear Morkag volunteering, but in character he might want to do that.
Yeah.
No, I'll do it. It's better than killing them.
I don't think that's true.
Also, as far as if they would talk or not, they can get Zone of Truth and interrogated that way, which means they can't tell a lie.
Yeah, there's that. But yeah, we have no
Either
reason to
way.
tell why.
Well, we did say that the bandits were cleared out, and we took money for it. So
I mean, there
Yeah, they-
are going to be other bandits.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's alright. The area is infected with bandits.
Well, the ones that are there or that we left aren't bandits anymore. They're now mercenaries. They don't rob
Well,
people for money.
yeah,
They
yeah.
work for money for us.
Yes, but not all of them will be.
There is an option I'm thinking of. We could use our connection with the innkeep, take him up on his offer for him to lure out what's his face? And then we kill him on the spot and get rid of him.
You mean to kill the noble in town?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he said he'd be able to help us lure him out of town. If he has a good idea, we might be able to deal with it on the spot and clean it up nice. But then we won't have the carriages to move people back and forth.
My only worry is The vengeful spirit initially, I thought she would simply stay in the manor, and she's with you, inside of you. Will you be able to reel her in?
That'll be an interesting experience.
That wasn't a answer. Oh, will you be able to reel her in? Because if she takes over your body and simply kills him, then in the middle of town, no doubt, no less, or in his own
Oh,
home.
well, stopping her from going out crazy early, yeah, I can deal with that. I can resist her influence long enough to contain her for the time being.
We could also just leave Kane in the woods.
That too.
Ambush.
So this noble who is responsible. Sorry, what was his name again? Out of character.
I gotta go get my notes. That's what I'm currently working on.
He is Andrei Tarlev.
Tarlev. I want to say
Andre-
Tarvis, but no, Tarvis is right here.
This
Additional noble.
Tarlev. He is a noble who resides in town. I'm not quite sure of the royalty in politics, but who is over his head? Who is the authority he would report to?
He has a brother who's actually supposedly the majority. Like he's supposed to be the one in charge, but he's been absent due to the grief of his father dying. So the younger brother is the one who did this, and who seems to be, I would say, taking over the family.
Also, Istrati owns the city, not Tarlev, so...
So,
It's true.
what does the law say as far as what the Estradi would do? Would there be a trial if we brought this to the magistrate?
Could we do a potential roll on that?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Let me look at my lores. I think the only one that matches is like law of the land.
I've got Bruges Courts, but it's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Bruges Courts and Law of the Land could work as a lore option.
I'm gonna guidance all this because we're brainstorming. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
20
I got 12.
with Bruges Courts.
20,
Actually.
yeah.
10.
So, for the common folk to bring such allegations to a noble, you would have to have plenty of evidence for it to even be considered. While you guys do have evidence enough to have certain lords consider it, depends on which court you go to. Could be just a slap on the wrist with what you guys have.
Right, yeah. It wouldn't be justice by,
Yeah, like you guys could
Mighty
get
Rose
lucky, and maybe Lord Estrati is the type that would take this seriously, or maybe he's got friends in high places, Tarlev that is, and he can just wiggle out of it. That is the issue in dealing with nobility.
Yeah, I kind of forgot that we didn't actually have that much evidence. We just kind of have a ghost's testimony, which is probably not worth that much.
mm-hmm.
So,
I don't want to be accused of pretending to be possessed.
well, a first-hand witness of their own murder might have a little clout. That's a big piece of evidence right there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
but
if you don't believe spirits are good, and yeah.
Well,
Also-
the other form of evidence that I'm aware of is the submitting to a zone of truth and just direct questioning, which I'm not sure how much that weight that carries in the courts of the land. But magic,
Mhm.
you know.
And then again, he could just choose not to lie, and thus he doesn't need to tell the truth and just talks in circles for an hour.
Yeah.
Right, but the court people would know whether or not they were doing that too. So, but I don't know. I'm just clarifying why we're not going through proper channels and we're planning on murdering this guy.
Proper channels take long.
Okay.
Well, Technically, we are the proper channels now. With the deed
There's
in
that
our
as well.
with the deed in our hands, we are Lord.
With
That we
Lords.
found
That's
that
not how that works.
no, with the deed in hand, you
That's
guys
exactly how it works.
technically have the deed of a manor. You're not lords, but Lord Estradi could make you as such now that you own land.
Cool.
But that's not a thing that's accurate right now.
Well, why don't we head back to town and see how things develop from that point of view, rather than just hypothesizing how things might go wrong.
So, I just clarify. Are we sticking with the plan to bring him to the manor so we can kill him there?
Well, if the ghost is in Kane, then I don't think we need to go all the way back to the manor.
Well, the idea wasn't only to just it was also to obfuscate and also
Yeah, the manor is a safe place to get rid of him. Because
Yeah,
it is
get-
so far out of town, nobody's going to come check.
Yeah,
Get-
but
get rid of the bodies, and then since we've given the bandits very many opportunities to vouch for their lives and they refuse to take it, I mean, at that point we can just kill them and then blame the death of the noble on the dead bandits.
And there's also the plot line that he's been rather absent to the public, so he might even might not even notice he's missing.
well,
No,
nobles
that's-
would notice.
The missing isn't the missing noble not the one who did the attack, or was it his younger brother? Like one of them were treated because of the death of his father. But
Mhm.
isn't the one who did the attack the younger brother, the one who took over, who stepped up?
Probably. I mean, I'm probably just conflating the two. I go check my notes. I actually don't have notes about that session.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm terrible about notes too. That's one of the reasons I never like to do the recap. Because as soon as he asks, I go, "What happened last week?" And I start thinking instead of talking.
Well,
Sorry.
if the ghost is coming with us, I mean, maybe she can identify when we see him.
My notes literally said, "Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, she could just identify which one it is." My notes just try to say Matavici is on our side and will help with help us with Tarlev if needed. That's all I wrote.
Well,
Oh, I guess order-wise, do we go to the headman first, or do we go to the noble first?
So the Hetman has a reward for us clearing the manor. He doesn't need to know any additional details on top of that. But the
Yeah.
innkeep might have more to say on the matter.
Innkeep seemed like a cool guy, so far we can go talk to him.
And we keep it secret, the deed secret then, right?
Don't tell the Hetman we have the deed. We've taunted him enough.
All right, well, let's do that. Let's head back to town and go talk to the barkeep. Agreeable?
Yeah.
I agree.
With the intent of eventually bringing back Tarlev here.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And who knows, maybe Rose Vane will have something she wants to say to the barkeep while we're there.
Oh my god, it was the barkeep!
Let's see.
Okay, we see the noble. You have to roll up wisdom save.
So, you guys intend to make your way back to your good old home of Razvin through the Menhir Stones and along the road?
Yes, we take our wagon.
Wagon. Excellent. All right, all right.
Mhm.
Slow, medium, or fast pace?
Time is of the essence. Medium. Because if we go fast, we're gonna get encounters, and then it's gonna take forever.
Every goddamn
Mhm.
time.
Every time. All right. Medium pace. You guys are. Do you guys have a? I mean, I don't remember. Let's see here. Guide or ranger? Guide or ranger? Guide or ranger? No.
I don't
Okay.
have a ranger.
Oh,
Nope.
that's the wrong.
That means you guys are dealing with difficult terrain. Oh yeah. Okay. That means we're looking at that particular setup. Medium pace. Okay.
Are we gonna go to the stones to town, or are we going through the woods to town?
The stones to town.
Okay.
Because at least originally our idea was we go back to town, we bring the guy here, and then when we're back here, because we have to go through walking anyway, because we assume he's not attuned to the stones, then we pick up the people from the Holds of Undar.
All right. There is one encounter before you guys reach, or counter check before you guys reach the Menhir stones. Oh boy. Would you like to adjust your fate before I check to see?
Nope.
This seems fine.
I'm cool. I'm just. Could you imagine if fate hands us, like, we go there with the noble and then we get attacked by a boss?
Okay. No. You guys are fine. 81 is on the cusp of encounter. It's 85 plus since you guys have cleared the manor plus the bandits. It's the northern areas not as dangerous.
Oh, if I'd have known that, I'd
And
have...
then,
Yeah.
and then I just pull a Dick Cheney. I just shoot him in the face.
Actually, it was 86 plus because math. Anyways, guys, we'll take the Menhir stones. Whoop, 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 back up to here, and from there, you can begin travel along the road to town, which is no longer a difficult terrain, but a proper shooper-boop. All right.
Shoot him.
60 to there. Go up just the time for this. Have I already marked you guys for the long rest? Yes. Okay.
I'm
Cool.
not resting.
All right. I'm just on my calendar. I'm just checking to see if I marked you guys for it, which I did. Then put you guys at this point in time, and then you guys would spend the 60 miles to get to here, which should be, with your current pace, 10 hours. Yeah. Okay. So, traveling along the road to get to Razvin from the Menhir Stones, going at a medium pace, you are looking at forced marching for the horses. Are you wanting to do so, or are you wanting to stop for the night before you get to town? Specifically, you guys can travel for 6 of those 10 hours, or 7 of those 10 hours. Forgot about the excess time. Before night truly hits. If you guys want to push through the night, we can do some checks. But there's at least one encounter check along the road due to the time taking and the nature of how close you are to the forest itself.
I thought we just pressed through. Yes.
We could always rest up the horses in town.
All right. Well, let's see here. Somewhere along the road before the pressing forward, the forced march.
Lucky number.
Would you like to adjust that
you-
in any way?
Can you center us?
Yeah. There you go.
Thanks.
Yeah, so this would be along this road.
That.
So this is to determine if there's an encounter or not. Right now, it's looking like there's potentially an encounter.
And it would be a good encounter, but we could adjust that to a 1.
Yeah, you guys could lower it to guarantee that there is going to be a good encounter. Right now, it's on the cusp of if it's going to be an encounter or there's not going to be an encounter.
You know
So-
my views on this. I accept my fate.
Yep. Yes, it's tradition. But if you'd like to keep
mean-
with that, I can determine the results now.
13 is a good number. I say we keep it.
It's fine.
All right.
Sure.
You have accepted your fate, indicating that there is in fact an encounter, because it was a 15 or lower. Oh boy!
Oh, there's my fate on that.
That I assume that's to increase it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. Darvis, 1 fate. All right. So that's a. Okay, dear God, it's 1,068.
Oh, cool.
Do your
Let's just
tables
turn it up
overflow?
to 11. Yeah.
They cap at 1,000. All right. My food should be here soon, but that'll be fine. So 1,000. This is a major story event option, so I can give you guys a choice. Would you like to make it things easier for the current story, or would you like to add things for a future story?
Oh my god.
Since you did go over.
We stumble on the noble in the middle of the night on the road
That
where
would
there
be
are
the
no
option
witnesses.
if yes, that is the option here. Or I can do something that's for a different storyline that's still gonna be relevant, but it's not currently unlocked.
You know, I like that option. Let's just take that option.
And
We
it's
can
your
always
fate,
get
so.
better. Yeah.
You've dealt with immediately, no issues.
He's walking, stumbling, drunk already. Huh?
That sounds good to me.
Just to voice my opinion, I would vote for the second option, but I don't mind the other one either.
God, I said that as a meme. I'm
I'm good for
impartial,
either.
to be honest.
'Cause we have the current story under lock, but for either, I'm good.
Part of me was looking forward to seeing
Dear God, phone.
Kane and
4 beeps.
Oh my god, you're so popular.
You're popular.
Well, it depends. Is it like beeps like somebody followed you on Twitter? so
No,
like
it was
beeps?
my food being delivered.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think it would be 4 beeps, though. That's one too many. I'm used to 3. Okay. Anyways, while you guys think, you're definitely going to see a carriage along the road, and it's going to be seemingly dislodging of a wheel, and it does look to be a noble carriage, and there does appear to be 2 figures dressed in armor, kind of surrounding the area, keeping watch out, while there's one servant who's working on the carriage. You can see there's a man kind of fitting the description of Lord Tarlef, when you guys met him before, who was kind of kicked up on a chair that was placed in beneath a nearby tree. But I'll be right back when I grab my food.
Can we hitman kill him? Kane goes in, shapeshifts as him. Nah, that'd be too complicated. I don't know.
I have to know what he's up to.
Yeah. So, should we just attack? Like, there he is.
I mean, we could always use the invisibility option. I make you invisible, you sneak up, you get rid of him, and then drag him off in the distance.
I mean,
Yeah. I mean, Morgan would kill him. Like, he'd knock him unconscious so Lady Rosen could do it.
I mean, as much as we were memeing, like, probably should verify this is the person.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
Kane,
see how
if,
Rosevane responds.
yeah, if you look at him, Sage is like, okay, roll me a wisdom. Do you resist?
Also, I think technically Nerf was implying that the situation is going to be very similar, regardless of if we choose to make this campaign easier or the next one, for this story. So we still have to make that choice.
If it is Tarlov, I could always pretend to be him and then immediately order the guards to bring me back to town. Then he just quietly disappears at town.
Write the suicide letter. Uh. Fucking kill them all. Oh yeah, Bandits did it. Hee hee hoo.
Pretend to help them on the road while we're just dispatching of Tarlov.
I mean, going to help him is a way to get in close. And like, so Kane and Rosalind can see him, and then we can know for sure if he's and then like, I guess the ring of clouds, and they can just knock him out or.
Or set in magical darkness in the area.
Yeah, as long as over 10 feet from me, you should see him.
Welcome back.
Food.
Mm-hmm. Alright, I'm just gonna... Oh wow, I changed the crap out of this map. I'm just gonna import another one of these. Da-da-da-da. Alright, I'm just gonna put down their carriage and their tokens, and I'll put you guys on this map. Imagine we're gonna need it. Also, I just realized that I was not given a straw for my drink. It's a cursed existence.
Sorry.
I'll go downstairs in a second. Let's see here. Nope, wrong folder. Here's the right folder. Land. Cottages. You look to be one of the fancier kinds. Let's use you. See what you did there? Right, those horses appear to be a little too thick. There we go, that's better. Parked off to the side like so. And now I need to go drop the tokens. And then we're good. Knights. Tokens. NPCs. Tarlev. There you are. And then we need to go grab my humanoid creatures. My particular guards. Mobs, humanoids. There they are. And we need the manservant. There he goes. And I should do it. Though I imagine you guys might steal the horses, so I should put some horses down just in case.
Hell yeah, we're gonna rescue the horses from this murder.
You know. Let's see.
Those poor horses.
Horse number 1, horse number 2, and complete. Alright. Grab your tokens and your carriage.
Did not.
Actually, I think your carriage is on the or on the manor map.
It's on the boat map. I know that.
There it is. Cool. I don't have to go
Or not
find
boat
it.
map.
Somebody in town might actually.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who am I missing? Map Explorer. Danu Casimir. I am missing Tarvis. Alright. You are,
No, Tarvis is dead.
you are no longer on this map, Tarvis.
Yeah, I was updating a different token and yeah, I got it. Which map are we on?
Manor map. I'm just gonna do a copy pasta.
Here,
Aren't we
where
doing import 1 of Caravan Road?
You are. I'm grabbing everyone's tokens and popping them over. So if you want, you can just drop it.
There you go.
There we are. And then over here, pasta. Dear
which
God,
one?
this carriage is
Import
huge. I
one?
need to resize it.
That's no carriage. That's a space station.
I need to change its size real quick. I cannot resize it on the token layer. Here we are. All right. There we go. That's a better, more
Yeah.
accurate to what it is.
Now we're
Casually
not.
roll into the town in
gods.
the battle wagon.
All right. Here's your carriage. Here's your la horse and la horse. And
I
place
was
yourselves where you'd be.
I have been next to Casimir, who's been driving.
Yeah.
All right. I feel like Witchwood should have some decent stuff. Yeah. And should have some decent rain ambience too. Look at that power. Oh, there we go. All right. So, as we begin to ride along the road heading westwards into Razvin, You are several miles out of town, though you can still see off in the distance over the horizon this chimney smoke from the town's vast, or really in their case, small number of humble abodes. You can see, however, as you curve around the bend, some of the large rocky outcroppings that border the forest. There is a carriage broken down. You can see that the horses are still hitched to it. There's a guard standing on duty, keeping an eye out. Though as he sees you round the corner, he does seem to put his hand towards the blade at his hip, as a man near his side, cloaked heavily in a thickened fur hood, is currently working on the wheel, trying to get it fixed back into place. Now, looking at your passive perceptions, Casimir, you can see that there are other figures here, too. You can see that there is a secondary soldier on watch, and that there is a man dressed in finery off in the back, sitting upon a nice plush chair with a table nearby that he seems to be using as a holder of a glass of wine that he is sipping from for every now and then as he's kicked back, relaxing, watching his men fix his wagon, or his carriage, more accurately. But that is where we are.
All right. Well, I think we would just kind of keep the carriage going until we were a little closer, like within easy talking distance of the guards, I guess. So in this carriage we did. All right, time to click and drag everything over.
A noble carriage. Like, it's a carriage fit for a noble.
Do they do anything as we approach, I guess?
The man would take a step to the side, allowing you guys passage, but would still have his hand upon the hilt and would still be eyeing you.
Okay, well, if he moves to let us pass, Casimir will bring the carriage basically up next to them.
Right.
And apparently only move the carriage.
I got you.
Oh.
Or I had you.
No,
There you
yeah, you got it.
As you begin to slow down the carriage's speed, parking up next to them, you would hear from the man, "Hey, Horace!" And the one in the back would kind of look up, move around the carriage. Also now, hand upon hilt. "What you want?"
Nothing. We are just simply passing on our way back to Razvan. I simply thought it might be courteous to stop and see if you did not need any help with the damage your cart seems to have incurred. Points to the guy working on the wheel, presumably.
The man working on the wheel will look up. I think we could use a bit of help here. Whole axle shot, though. You might even need to get a tow if you wouldn't mind lending a hand. Man looks out towards the small folk at his feet. Suppose we could, in fact, use a hand if you're willing to lend it.
Tarvis hops off the back of the carriage and walks over towards the wheel, inspecting it to see what the trouble is.
As do I, since we're obviously the help, right?
All right.
We're sitting in the help, you know.
Casimir will knock on the door to the carriage on the inside and just kind of loudly announce to the people inside, "We're stopping off here for a bit if you'd like to join us."
So to investigate the carriage, you will need an engineering tools check. Are you proficient with engineering supplies?
No,
No.
I have Smith tools proficiency, but
Are you proficient in tinker's tools? That would also be appropriate for this particular action.
no.
All right. Well, you can roll me an
About
intelligence check.
mending?
I mean, mending can
mending
do
work?
certain things. If you want to just run up to the carriage and be like, mending, we can see what that goes.
That was
Tarvis
certainly
is just
Casimir's
looking to
attempt.
see
Oh,
what's broken.
Danu's going to scoot over and look out the window and watch what's going on. She's not going to offer to help.
Actually, yeah, Margaret
Oh,
would just stand
Why
inside.
would you help? Yeah.
Kane will wander over and see what's up.
Is there anything on the on the noble carriage, like any symbology or whatever?
You can see that there are 2 flags on the back half of the carriage that are kind of blowing in the wind and rain. They do bear the symbol of... See, Liz, Lord Tarliv, what is your particular symbol? You would see that it would have the symbol of a double-headed eagle holding a mace and a sword, one in left and one in right hand. It is on a black, or the symbol itself, the creatures are black. It is on a red and white background.
Okay, so given that I have notes on their sigils and stuff and all that stuff, fun stuff we did the receipts, I see that, right?
Yeah.
Does my passenger have anything to say about that?
Sorry, food in mouth. All right. As you notice this, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Called it.
Saving throw.
Would you like to adjust that in any way?
Rosevane doesn't want you to.
I'd rather her not lose her shit. And we're probably in a long rest soon, so I'm gonna get Destiny back.
But at the same time, if you just straight up attack, that would save us the trouble of socially trying to figure out if he's inside or not.
Right, but she might not attack. She might just do her own thing.
Oh, in that case, even better.
Yeah, I'll accept my fate for now.
All right. You begin to feel an immense hatred wash over you as you see the symbology flying upon the heraldic flag on the back of the carriage. You don't notice this, but perhaps your companions do. Certainly Casimir does. But there is a strange... It's almost like a trick of the light. You'd have to really be paying attention and really know about your companion and not to realize it's not just like the rain dancing off of their shoulders, but it seems as if they're smoking with a pale, almost bluish white mist. You can see that their fists are clenched, ashen white. I'm gonna roll, check these guys' perceptions real quick, to see if either of them notice. Now, okay, natural 20 for first one. One closest to you. Why? All right there, boy.
Indeed, Kane, are you doing all right?
Do I have control in this instance, or
You have control, but keep in mind that you do feel a unnatural... Yeah, you're pretty angry.
Fireball.
I'm fine. He says between his teeth.
Right.
Well, perhaps it is best to get these repairs done quickly then.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, as Tarvis and Zerai, which Zerai, by the way, you can give me an intelligence check because I don't see that you've rolled that yet. As you begin to look over the damages that have occurred upon the carriage here, you would notice that one, the axle, the main piece of the wheels contraption has been snapped in half. In fact, that only the left side wheel's really functioning. The right side wheel needs to be completely replaced, is what I would notice. It's possible mending can get it repaired to a point where it could drive. It's not going to drive very far, because that thing is just 100% broken. You can see that parts of the carriage on the forward-facing mechanics, there are signs that there is definitely wear and tear there from the damage that the whatever caused this wreck it has been dealt to the carriage, but these are mostly superficial. It's really just the breaking of the wheel and the connection from the wheel to the carriage.
This looks like some pretty serious damage. I mean, we may be able to align some of it, but others of it, I don't think it's ever gonna work. You'd probably have to get a whole new wheel.
I was afraid of such.
What did you hit? I mean, jeez.
I'm not quite sure. There was a strange flash of light, some lightning and thunder. Sort of startled me out of. I don't really know what I hit, but it was large and it was a flash of red or something. Some beast.
Do you figure a bit of spellcasting might be able to mend it, at least temporarily?
Zora would know that it could temporarily mend it.
Yeah.
You could temporarily fix it, but it would probably break again before you got to town.
Well, where were you lot heading? It doesn't seem like you're heading into Rasbin. Perhaps we could just finish towing you there after giving you a quick patch job.
I'm grabbing the name for you, 1 second.
Assuming that's okay with your lord. Where?
Well, you were heading out towards Linsk, but it's quite. If what you're saying is true, I don't think we're gonna be able to make it that far. It's several days' travel. We wouldn't be able to make it closest to the nearest town other than Rasbin, which is back the way we came. We would certainly appreciate the tow, but that seems you guys are heading out Rasbin way. That's really out of your way. At this, you can see in the background, the man would stand up, would kind of push open an umbrella and begin walking his way towards you guys.
Oh no.
This, I need another wisdom save from Kane.
Oh no.
You guys, at least those who have talked to Tarlev, would recognize him as Tarlev, which I believe would be Morkag. And I remember at least one other person, but I can't quite remember who exactly it was.
Oh yeah, Morkak does know what he looks like because he was in his house.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right.
Was Kane.
Kane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Well, you seem to manage to control the fury shaking within your own mind, Kane, pushing back as you can sense from your own knowledge and from the fury that you just felt that this is indeed the murderer of Lady Eris Rosevane. But he does approach, umbrella in hand. What seems to be the problem here? Everything ship shape, or are we good to head out? I'm afraid not, my lord. Axle, wheel, whole contraption's really broke here. We'll need a tow, or have to spend at least a day or so out in the... You! Completely ignoring his manservant. Herod, fuck ever. Run back to town. Get Lord Estrati, have him repair this piece of crap.
Well, if you'll excuse me, my lord, we did offer to tow you back so that you might more readily get this fixed more permanently.
Good man. See to it then.
Getting it hooked up.
Cannot be late, though. You see to it. Utmost haste. I'll be sure to throw in a few gold your way for your troubles.
Appreciate it.
Of course, Lord.
Garlic.
I did not-
Sorry,
course,
we're
Lord Tyler.
from around these parts.
No worries. Seems to shrug that off a little bit. Mostly not caring after having, determined that you guys will set up and get him help. This, though, he will turn around the corner, not noticing as Morkag or his allies, the two guards and the manservant, seeming completely oblivious to Morkag as they dissolve into the shadows. But Andre will make his way back around, open up the carriage door, and kind of pop inside. Right then. Well, I suppose we should get this here, hitched to the wagon.
Yeah, indeed.
You'll see that these guys start moving towards the horses, beginning to unhitch them.
Kane will approach Morkag the moment the guards are out of sight and cast invisibility on him. No explanation as to what he's doing, he just does it.
Right. Morkag already has his shield equipped.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Are you doing so subtly?
No.
All right. Well, that does have verbal, somatic, and material components, so it does make noise.
Well, I mean, I'm moving.
It was a joke.
So, being casted invisibility, they probably want me to take out Andrew. So,
Wow. With the rain, that actually doesn't beat their... the rain's giving a -5 penalty, which means that the pass is 9. And, yeah. No, they do not notice the casting of the spell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, it gives them disadvantage, but passes.
Hopefully will not notice what happens to your...
Kane's just gonna step out of the way of the carriage, so Casimir can move it as he needs.
if you want me to take him out, is there a way in other than the door?
You can see that there is a back window, and from that window you can see there's another window to the front half. But there appears to be a tri-seated wagon back and a double-seated wagon front.
Okay. How do I get him out of there? Or how do I get in? Well, honestly, I can see through the glass, right?
It's not actually glass. It's just there's a sliding wooden door that's currently open.
Oh, it's open. Oh, can I slide in? Or can I stab him?
Oh, you can stab him. As for sliding in, that would definitely be an acrobatics check because it is not exactly a large opening.
Okay.
Like a halfling, I'd be like, yeah, sure, easily. But for a full medium-sized creature, it definitely would require some acrobatics to
all right.
maneuver your way in.
I gotta do roll of cool. I'm gonna fucking jump in. Acrobatics, you said, right? Okay. Alright, where's my acrobatics? Oh, there it is.
All right, I now need a stealth check to do it stealthily.
Okay.
With
All right.
advantage because you're invisible.
It's true.
Advantage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All
Not
right.
that you needed it.
Like a whisper in the wind, you snake your way through the small opening of the window into the carriage, with none the wiser.
Alright.
You can see Tarlov is there currently putting the umbrella to the side and opening up what appears to be a small leather-bound tome and begins scribbling into it.
All right. I'm gonna fucking stab him. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
All right, roll your attack with advantage. And are you an assassin?
I am not an assassin.
Oh,
I am an
inquisitive,
inquisitive guy. But hopefully I'll get 2 attacks in and like maximize my damage or whatever. That's fine. So
Did you insightful fighting him before you stab him?
I mean, I already have like
Advantage, right?
advantage. But it is a bonus action, so I'm gonna do that, I guess. Yeah, I'll do my successful sliding. Here it is. And next I'm gonna stab him with advantage. Alright, I have the lightsaber. Pop, pop, pop.
Unsighted.
Holy shit.
Let's roll another natural 20.
Holy shit.
But,
That's fine. I get...
see a 19 versus ballistic and then a 22 versus ballistic. Let me go look at what his stats would be.
Wait, is there a reason you did insightful fighting?
Oh, that's because the invisibility breaks.
Mm-hmm. So he needed advantage again to get another sneak attack.
Mm-hmm. Well, the second one would be a sneak attack because you only get once per turn. But that would give you advantage on the second attack. All right, let's see here.
I'll roll my damage as well since
You definitely hit.
and
And the second one's damage.
the second attack? Okay.
Mhm.
Oh no, that was his advantage. I don't have 2 attacks.
Oh.
I don't know if
Oh, that
Yeah.
changes things. Okay.
Also, that's a 3d6, not 2d6.
what?
Remember-
No, I have one level in fighting.
Oh, right. I forgot. Sorry.
All right. As you see them here, completely oblivious to what's going on, ever so gently edge closer, and then with swift movement, you jab the blade into their chest, assumedly covering their mouth as you do so, as a rogue is wont to do.
Yeah.
I do need a sleight of hand check for that. As you can see, his eyes go wide, and blood begins to pour from the wound. Not heavily, so just like a small stream from the edges of where the blade entered.
No sounds coming out of this boy.
He's barely making a noise. However, you can see as his eyes grow wide, they turn towards confusion and then anger as he is still alive. Roll me initiative.
Right. Let's go.
Oh dear God. Oh no.
Is those two or everyone?
Just those two. You guys are currently
Okay.
just still doing the unhitching. Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna roll high. I noticed he has -1 dex.
Oh god.
Okay, so you get another turn as he's still currently being mouth blocked. He cannot speak. He cannot make much noise.
Alright.
At least not till his turn. And he
So-
is pretty injured.
Alright, so I guess a bonus action against insightful fighting.
All right.
God! No! Oh, can I use this? I need to destiny that. Most of my damage
Yes.
comes from my fucking.
You
I'm
gonna
gonna
destiny
destiny.
it? All right.
Yes, please.
No, I can just give you my
Inspiration.
yes.
Oh, you
But I
rolled a
a
16.
I rolled a 16. That's not
Yeah.
gonna.
All
You have
right.
to roll,
destiny it.
18.
Fine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. There we go.
All right.
Alright. Alright, so now I'm gonna attack again. I guess I don't have advantage anymore. So, flip. Oh, oops. I mean, that hits.
I mean, 22 will hit him as the blade sinks in once more into his chest.
Okay, and
So the second
And-
stab, you see his eyes begin to flutter, and then they don't fully close, but you can see a twinkle in his eye.
okay,
Sparks out.
I'm gonna, I guess, disarming attack to disarm him
Use
from
it.
his book. Oh, 1 extra damage. But I'm not trying to kill him. It's really just,
So you're trying to knock him out.
yeah, by stabbing him in the throat. Because
right.
D5 is weird like that.
All right, so
It's not
as
how
the
you...
second stab, and you flip the blade at the last moment and just jab the pommel into his throat as you hear barely any noise, but there is sounds as if he's internally choking. He's still alive, but he does fall unconscious, as
Okay.
you definitely dealt enough damage to knock him out.
All right. I need to sneak out again. In the back. Out of the back. Can I? Alright. So where the hell's Kane? I'm just gonna, as fast and as quiet as I can. Just
Stealth check.
actually, I should be like,
Also, no longer invisible.
it's fine. I don't think I'm. Oh wait, no. The.
You try to drag him out the window behind you.
I mean, yeah, but that'll make some. I mean,
Yeah.
Casimir is right there, so yeah, I'll just try and drag Andre out of the window.
Worst comes to worst, we roll initiative. There's very suddenly a cloud of darkness in the carriage, and they have no clue what's going on.
Yeah. As I look at Casimir, I give him a thumbs up.
Casimir looks at Morkag in the most deadpan fashion humanly possible.
The thing is, though, is that you can't see his face, but it's like one of those, like, he has a thumbs up, but his face is like, what the fuck have I done? He's gonna try and drag Andre out.
All right, give me stuff with disadvantage.
Okay. Stealthy. 17.
All right. It does make a bit of noise, but it's pretty muffled, fortunately, especially due to the thick pitter-patter of the rain clouding the area around you as he is dragged out.
Okay. Casimir sees this, so I'm just gonna...
At this point, they will have managed to unhitch the horses. You can see this one kind of leads them, and this one leads them, kind of holds both reins in this guy's hand before this guy heads back. Alright.
I guess I'll just be, like, opposing, like, using the carriage as cover and just trying to go towards these walks here.
Casimir grabs some
body
rope as his attention is refocused on the carriage.
And I just move the body here. Well, the guy here is not dead.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
We'll be soon.
So, just angle your carriage towards the left so we can, get it hitched up here.
Imagine I did that because it's a weird token. I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah, it's fine. I understand.
You should just turn it around and get in front here, and then we can attach the back of our.
Just gonna make on my way back.
Wait, so did we see the murder?
No.
No.
No one noticed that he is knocked unconscious. However,
I'm still in the thing.
I do need
You might
Kane to
have
roll
seen
me a
him
perception
dragged out
check.
the window.
I do need Kane and Casimir to give me that perception check to see if they saw Tarla being dragged. Well, Kane 100, Casimir 100% because you literally had the wink and all that. But Kane, yeah, you also
Okay.
noticed. So you both would have noticed him being dragged out and kind of led over there.
Then Kane goes the long way around the rock while people are distracted. Goes for a little walk.
There.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're
My
gonna need
thanks.
to turn it all around to go back to Razvan.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Do what you will, Lady Rosine.
Mm-hmm.
As they are getting set up here, you can see that guy jumps upon the driving position. Just have instinct, even though it's your carriage technically. He does kind of give like my bad. Just pop on down. Well, the soldiers do head back and jump upon this one's driving seat.
Well, if we're towing a carriage with a broken wheel, we should probably not put more stress on it than we need to. I'm gonna walk.
Tarvis is so magnanimous.
And Tarvis is gonna lead the horses as he walks in front, because we're towing another carriage and it's not really roadworthy.
Yeah.
And he suggests that they get off the broken carriage and walk alongside as well.
They'll look at each other. You know, that makes sense. It does, but I've been walking all day.
And it's raining.
Fine. They both get off. Meanwhile, over here, do you hold back, Kane?
No.
Okay. Blue spectral energy will rise up around you. As you can see, strange spectral claws grow over your fingers. And with one fluid motion, your body more of a tool in this case rather than your own, you strike out as Andre's blood begins to pour from the wound. You feel a sense of peace wash over you. And confusion.
Just watching.
And confusion.
Spectral energy seems to linger around you. You hear a voice. Actually, I should make sure that my PC restarts soon, so I might not have that active currently. Let me go make sure. It was not active. I'm good. Thing I checked. Here we are. This isn't right. I should be able to move on. I mean, he's dead. Why am I still here?
Can I do some sort of roll on that?
Religion.
Religion. Okay.
I hear this, or is Kane just staring at the body?
She is currently, this is not really the right word, but appearing in the area. So she is here as well as Kane, so you would hear this.
Does it have anything to do with what we saw underneath the manor? The corruption in the portal?
Maybe.
Maybe. Better roll the 20.
With a 20, you would realize ghosts, they linger for many different reasons. It could be something that, some unfinished task, it could be a grievance that was left not really justified, but unfinished. Many different things that can tie someone to the material plane. Her belief that it was this need for revenge is certainly something that you think would have her be sent back. But as Morkak speaks up about this, the strange portal within the basement, the strange energy down there, it's possible that is tied to it. It's possible that this sorrow song that Lady Rosevine was researching is tying her here too.
Alright, so Kane will speak up. Well, there are many reasons for spirits to linger. Revenge being... My mouse is just jumping all over the place. Revenge being a common one. Perhaps something else is tying you here. Be it the research you're working on, maybe some other life goal you're working towards, or the fact that in your basement there lies some corrupted portal to the dream realm that could have warped your presence.
It's not fair.
It's not. If you wish, you can reside with me as long as you want. We can talk more about my kind of powers after. Maybe convert you to a vestige if once you're fully educated as to what that would mean for you.
It's... She seems to go silent. You can hear every now and then mumblings, mutterings, but much of it is spoken under her breath, or more accurately, like a whisper in your ear that is somewhat faded, somewhat not fully within the material.
Kane will just say once more aloud, take your time, decide what you need. I understand you want to move on. I will try to help you with that. But as for now, yeah, real body. So when she slashed it, does it look like a creature slashed out at her? I mean, at him.
So as you look at the corpse, it obviously has the initial slam by Morkag. But her attack itself, that looks like there is a strange bruising around his neck, as if he was choked to death. Like choked to death, not like just recently, but like a day or so ago, where the blood has risen to the surface and is kind of congealed in this strange choker-like band. More than that, you can see that it seems to have 4 deeper points of a almost black, like purple, around the choker-like band. You surmise this is likely the insertion point of the clawed fingers.
So this looks really bad for us because he was clearly assaulted by a person. Okay.
Well, magically killed. Definitely doesn't look like a beast killed him.
Looks like they're heading out. I don't think we'll have time to.
Stabs
Anywho,
by Morkag
he's
won't
gonna-
really look like a normal attack.
He's
because
gonna.
it's spectral blade.
Yeah, he's gonna. Basically loot him.
Okay. Let's say
It will be even more suspicious if nothing was taken from him.
I could pose as him and he could quietly vanish in town.
Gonna get you inside the thing.
That sounds complicated.
It does sound complicated, but nobles are weird.
I don't. Do you? In that small bit of interaction, can you actually mimic him?
That's a good question. Can I?
Do you have the actor feat?
I do not have the actor feat.
You can do your best.
I do my best. Okay.
What's he doing?
So-
His best.
No.
I'll loot him.
Loot
Yeah.
him, leave him here. Maybe we'll drag him off into the woods and we'll vanish.
I mean, we can just leave him here, right? It's all in the wild.
I can also make both of us invisible, because my spell slots are now 3rd level, so my last use of invisibility, we can both just quietly rejoin the party.
Cool. Alright. Do it.
He's looted, his stuff's gone. Kane will cast once more 3rd level invisibility. This time...
Just real quick, Morkai was also gonna sprinkle. I have a ration. He's gonna sprinkle it on the body to increase the likelihood that a beast comes in.
That's a good idea. Kane will double up on that and press to digitate a aroma around him to make him more tasty.
Nature.
Hey, you guys smell that? I smell something pretty good around here.
And then both of these nerds turn invisible.
Yep. Alright, we're gonna make our way back.
Kane will, at his earliest convenience, try to either get in the carriage or just continue to walk along. We have an hour until we have to actually get inside.
Yeah, I'll just sit next to Gansman.
I'm going through Armab, adding what he has for his loot.
We're not taking his
yeah,
clothes,
I
by the
was gonna
way.
say
His
it.
clothes, we're not gonna take his clothes.
Yeah,
'cause
I
that'd be,
imagine you're just taking like the key things that are easily grabbed.
Yeah.
Anything else that would be easily... Give me an investigation check. He might have some things that you
Oh, cool.
might not notice. Let me look at his notes.
Can I double up to give him advantage?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Oh my god. Yes, please. I'm good at investigation though. Let's go. Advantage. Oh,
Hey,
that
hey.
20 is go.
Oh, damn.
I did not expect it to go as well as it did. Honestly,
I mean,
Yeah, I half
I
expected him to hear you drag him off.
I expected an entire fucking shit show of where I was gonna start with him, and he's gonna end up being like a super powerful wizard.
no, he's a level 3 aristocrat.
Oh no, that's the worst kind.
Yeah, he has 19 hit points.
It would have been hilarious if he had been like a level 4 wizard.
Behold, the Tarlev, the level 20 wizard. Yeah. All right, let's
You
see here.
fool! We all have swords.
Let's see here. 28. What else did he have on his person?
Oh, his book, I guess too.
Yeah,
If he
I've
was
already
writing
had
in
that.
something.
I have his fancy dagger, his book, his coin purse. I'm just looking at anything else. Because I have to cross-reference with what he has in town as well. Because he's on travel, so.
Ditch that stuff before you rejoin the caravan, right?
I guess Morkai will just pop into existence next to Casimir. It is done.
All right. You would find 4 items upon his person. A coin purse containing 30 platinum, 50 gold, and 5 silver. His
Rich.
journal, which appears to be, well, as you briefly glance at it, at least the first few pages, they are either boring or coded in some way. They're not really interesting. It's like, today I had a sandwich. It was tasty. He has a masterpiece quality silver dagger with a 10-carat diamond embedded into the pommel.
Holy mackerel.
The properties of the dagger are not supplies. You guys are free to choose those as you see fit. And then he has a silver signet ring upon his left hand. Everything else would not be on his person at this point in time. So unfortunately, you did search him exceedingly thoroughly. He had nothing to hide on his person.
Gotcha. So the journal is coded. I guess not in Thieves' Cant. And I don't have that feat. What's it called? Linguist, right? Because that's how you. No, linguist only lets you make a cipher, right? Doesn't let you unlock one.
You could use linguistics to. Oh, wait, you're talking about the feat, linguist.
Yeah. If not, what about the skill?
You could use the skill most certainly. And I would
also
say if you have the
skilled in
feat,
it,
then
so-
I would allow it to give some benefits as well.
I mean, next level is level 6.
Worst comes worst, I take a look at it.
All
And
right.
Yeah,
then we
I-
bring it to somebody else.
With that,
On the way back to town, walking along with the horses,
Mhm.
Tarvis is going to tell them of the glories of Yotan and of any famous war horses he knows about.
Oh, he's gonna preach to the horses. That's cute.
Yeah.
And because he's a furbolg, they understand him.
Uh huh.
That was a what check?
performance.
Also, just a quick heads up for those curious, that Masterpiece Silver Dagger is worth approximately 1,172 gold.
Excuse me?
Oh,
Except for the
Very good.
10 diamond in it.
That is including the diamond. That's what makes his value.
And
It's gonna be.
nice.
I'm just gonna say up front, we cannot sell this in town.
No.
They're gonna
Oh,
know
no,
right
no.
away. They're gonna
that
know
needs to
right away.
vanish into a bag somewhere and never be taken out.
since I'm telling stories, does lore count? Since I have expertise in Yotan?
I'll let it apply.
Yeah.
All right.
Level
So-
5, that makes it a 22?
Excellent. So with a
21.
few words here, a grand tale there, and every now and then a whinny or a neigh, the horses seem to nod and even give a few whinnied gasps, as it were, in surprise upon your tails, and a few going, readying for war, as they're like, yeah, no, let's do this. We're ready. They're super pumped. And you can tell that they are... If they could wear armor, and they could play a tune, or if you gave them like a bagpipe setup tied to them, they would totally go into war ready for battle in the name of Yotan.
Yep. Get some war drums.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mount them on either. Like,
I mean,
hang them like saddlebags. Yeah.
it's true. And for the remainder of the travel, as you guys begin to ride your way along the road west towards Razvan, the horses are clopping forward in rhythmic beats.
It's really cute.
Yeah. All right. However, you guys do need a forced march back to town. I was going to say it's your horses, but which is still the case for your horses. But I will need Parvis, Zerai to also make these forced march checks because you guys are walking. And specifically, these would be... I am blind. I cannot see what my roll is supposed to be. Constitution saving throw. Alright, you passed the first.
How many do you want?
3 total. Hot damn.
Holy mackerel.
Alright. Would you like to spend a destiny on that, Zerai?
Oh no!
It actually gets worse.
That's fine. If the next one is a 5, though.
No, I'll just wear out and make a big show of having to get inside the carriage, and it's...
When do you wear out? After the first check or after the second one? You're definitely exhausted after the first one.
I'm exhausted after the first one, and then after the second one, I'm just like, I gotta get in the carriage, guys.
All right. So after taking a bit, you can already see that Zerai is barely keeping pace. They are tired. They are worn out. They are just all around beat. But they
I
managed.
tripped and hurt my ankle, and
Yeah, they're just not having a good time. Doesn't help that there's a bunch of, like, mud pools from all the rain pattering down upon the road. And after the first hour, second hour rings by, and you continue to keep pace, and starting to huff and puff, and by the end of it, as you have tripped into the 7th mud pool for the past hour, you just say, fuck it. You're exhausted, you're going back to the carriage. You do gain 2 levels of exhaustion, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see your condition. Exhausted 1, and exhausted 2. But by the end of the 3rd hour, you guys do manage to make your way back into Razvan. Alright. Let me know when you guys are loaded.
I'm in.
Man. Oh.
Question: exhausted the condition, is that a Syrik thing?
It's a base thing.
It's
Yeah.
a base thing. Okay.
Mhm.
It's not. Yeah, it's not on the lesser restoration list.
It's
Is there
you
magic
need
that can
you need a higher level one, yeah.
Okay.
Greater restoration, I believe, cures it.
Oh, yeah, or just
A
hanging
certain
out,
amount of-
resting.
Mm-hmm. A
Just
long
that-
rest will cure 1 level.
The first level isn't too bad, as long as you don't do any skill checks.
Mm-hmm.
Greater
So-
restoration.
How do I get rid of it? Can't I go
You
rest?
take a long rest, and they'll get rid of 1 level. Take another long rest, they'll get rid of another level.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Zerai's gonna be kind of laid up for a couple days.
Mm-hmm. But you guys begin trotting your way into town. And the guards at this point would, as you get into the main square of the town, or at least the square adjacent to the main square. Alright, we appreciate the hitch. Think it best that, Daryl here go get the stable master, and we can... You guys are on your way then.
Well, good luck with the getting back on the road, I suppose.
Appreciate it, and good luck with whatever it is that you are doing. And welcome to Razvin.
Nodders.
Alright. Doesn't take too long as the man leaves off, runs to grabbing the stable master, runs back, gets your carriage unhitched, and you see that they are in town for, next, hour or so before they get rehitched, and then they, well, depends on what you guys do, but when you guys leave wherever you guys tend to, they will be gone within the hour, having traveled eastwards, back out of town.
Well, I think it's the middle of the night at this point, right?
Yeah, you guys would have arrived in town middle of the night.
Tarvis would make sure we secure our carriage and our horses in the stable before looking for his room in the inn.
All right. Very good, very good.
Yeah, once the guards get out of earshot, I guess he'll just report to the others. It's been done. Dealt with. Lady Rosewain got her revenge.
Did she pass on then?
I was gonna say, where are we meeting? We're meeting over here by the... Okay.
I'm putting you guys next to the back end stable area.
Yeah.
And for those who are AFK, I'm going to do an F and E. There you go.
Pass on? No, not quite. Something's still holding her here.
I suspect it's what we found in the basement, but I'm speculating.
Well, thankfully we still have ways of aiding her and moving on regardless.
She should remain stable as long as she's accompanying me.
Wait, I missed something.
way,
You
I
say
think
you
we-
killed the guy.
I did no such thing.
Huh?
I did no such thing.
I'm sorry. Did I jump the
I
gun
didn't
there?
kill anyone.
I assume she did it.
Took care of the noble.
Well-
Isn't that what you said?
As someone who has a high wisdom, as Tarvis does, you can definitely put two and two together and realize if she's ready to pass on and she wasn't, and Noble's taken care of, he's definitely dead. I mean, at the very least, they did say that she should have passed on, which is enough to get you,
Yeah.
20.
Right, but
whatever.
Tarvis hadn't realized that the noble was the guy that we were helping in the carriage in the first place. So he's all sorts of confused.
That's fair. That's fair. Confusion is
He was
fair.
completely oblivious the entire walk here. And then goes, wait, what? I missed something.
I can explain it, but do you really want to know?
It's taken care of.
Nods.
Yes.
Good enough for me.
Yeah, I don't really want to know the details, thanks.
Good man, Zerai.
I desperately need to go to bed.
In a shower.
Yeah, if she hasn't passed, she's at least taken care of enough. I think we can go to the headman and say we've done it.
In the morning, after breakfast.
He doesn't need to know any details.
No, and I'm going to bed.
Well, I guess I'll bring it up tomorrow morning.
You always meet with the innkeep, tell him everything's dealt with.
Yeah.
She might have something to say to him.
I'm gonna add the dagger, I guess, to my inventory. Unless somebody
get
wants
rid
to
of
hold
that.
it, but like it's really hot.
It should probably be in the bag of holding where no one will
Yeah,
find it.
actually, yeah.
That's
Let's go ahead and put it in the bag. Same with the signet ring,
Put everything you got from him in the bag of holding.
and whoever wants to journal.
Put it all in the bag of holding. because that way it's not on us if we get searched.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna exempt the money from that just because like it's money. It doesn't have any discerning marks on it, right?
Will
It's just coin.
location magic point towards a container with the thing they're looking for?
Well, if they specifically try to scry Lord Tarlev's coin purse, then technically I believe with scry magic it is specifically creature only. But if they had a custom-made spell that could scry an object, which, by the way, does exist, it's high level, so, you know, it'd be difficult to do. They could scry, hey, I'm looking for this coin purse, or hey, I'm looking for his dagger, or hey, I'm looking for his signet ring. Is it as effective as looking for the person? Sort of. I mean, it'll focus on the ring or the dagger or the coin purse rather than the person, so you be like, hey, look, the ring is still here. And I might be able to gather that's like next to a door or on someone's finger, but
It's
Locate
a
object, second level.
well, locate object is very close proximity, which would definitely be something they could do. I'm more referring to like a scry object spell, so like the scry spell, but rather than targeting creatures, targeting objects.
I didn't think you could scry into pocket dimensions.
I believe
Depends on the spell.
scry does allow for cross-planar. It just has a percentage chance of failure. I'd have to look it up though. But pocket dimension would be a cross-planar, which would be a percentage failure if that is the case.
Which is what a bag holding is, right?
Yep.
It's a pocket dimension.
Well, bag of holding is not a pocket dimension. It is bringing things to the astral sea, which is essentially outer space.
Oh. So they would get it pointed to outer space?
Pretty much.
The dude just took off. He went to space. It's fine.
Well, what's great is how long
you
would
can
it
get
take
rid of-
for them to realize?
Well,
Like you imagine, like, okay, you bring the chart back to the guy, then you look inside, you're like, he's not there. It's like, oh, he probably went home. And then you go back to your duties.
Well, if the cart immediately
Well, actually-
went back out east and they didn't double check with him at all, I have
That'd
a
be so
feeling they're
funny.
never gonna double check with him.
Yeah. He does.
At their destination. Wait, where'd he go?
Oh, he must have left already. But actually, he's right here. If you zoom out, his token is still in front of his house. It's his ghost.
He's here all along. We have another
Fix
ghost
that.
to deal with.
Oh, just buy them. You have plenty of rolls written that have drive inside of you.
Let them fight it out in my mind.
Poor Tenebrous. He never asked for roommates.
He has some now.
Mm-hmm.
They overflow this ice cream and is dripping everywhere. It's a mess. It's fine. Anyways,
it's a glorious mess.
it is glorious. It is quite tasty ice cream, but still. Is there anything else you guys would like to do for the evening?
Kane would just retire to his room.
Burn
Same.
the bag the money came in, but money.
I mean, is it just a normal bag or is it like one of these ornate nobles
It
bags?
doesn't matter. Just burn it and keep the money.
Well, it's definitely fancy. Like, I mean, Lord Tarlev, he shows his station from his clothing as well. So it would not be just a simple, like, linen sack. It would be embroidered leather. It would be of higher quality. But, you know, up to you guys.
I hitman the hell out of that guy.
Drop it on the ground.
Throw it on the ground, burn it.
Then drop it on the ground.
Sleight of hand it in somebody else's pocket.
If you drop it on the ground, I'll pick it up, return it to them, say I found this on the ground. Perhaps there will be a reward.
For a bag. Anywho, Moka's going to bed.
All right. Let's see what you
Yeah,
type.
Tarvis turns in.
Mhm.
There's nothing left to do.
Okay. Well, you guys can achieve a long rest. No problem there. which would reduce your exhaustion from 2 to 1, Zerai.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. And in the morning... Now let's go to this map. Oh, I need to go back to that. Boop, 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 boop. Morning comes to many of you with a pleasant rest and the sweet smells of breakfast coming from down below within the tavern house. You can hear the noises of crowds gathering in the main market square, of people selling their wares and buying various goods and services from the variety of stalls out front. But one amongst you are not quite rested. Well, two, technically, because Zerai is exhausted, but one amongst you did not quite get the best sleep. Same as the night before. You feel an emptiness within you. And I'm just going to shucky duck you guys over to the interiors. Actual room you guys are in doesn't matter too much, but, you know. Whoop. 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 There we go. That works for me. But, Kane, where is your token? I am blind.
That's right.
There you are. Oh, there. Okay. Okay. Well, I think since we do have two currently AFK, we can take a quick 5-minute break and meet back then. So, yeah. Be back in... Phone, what are you doing? Be back in 5 minutes or so. And when everyone's back, just put like an R in chat so I know everyone's back.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Sorry, I'm back.
I'll come back. Got away with murder, I guess. We're just resting back in town.
I see.
We did get some very fancy loot though. 10-carat diamond on a masterpiece silver dagger.
Yeah, that is a very fancy dagger.
We cannot use it in.
It can never see the light of day.
Listen, once we make some contacts, I'm probably gonna, a friend of a friend this situation. Fence it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Make it somebody else's problem.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about?
The dagger.
Mm-hmm. I had to run off here real quick.
I mean,
just-
I assume Morkag will just find a fence at some point. Well, even selling to a fence is pretty hot. So.
Yeah, it's also like very expensive, so it's very hot. It's
The
it's
one
gonna
thing,
be tricky to fence.
we could just remove the diamond and sell that.
Yeah.
Sure.
And keep the dagger.
Or we could always turn the dagger into like a magic item or something.
Yeah, but then we still have the evidence. Realistically, you want to like melt the dagger down and make it into something else.
I mean, we have a forge in the manor, right?
We could melt the dagger down and like maybe combine it with some special ore and turn it into rings, guys.
Have you been watching Rings of Power?
I have, and I regret every minute of it.
What the fuck was that pacing? What the fuck was that pacing? Everything happened in the last episode.
It's so bad, dude.
I kind of want to spoil it, but I don't know if anyone's gonna watch it. I wouldn't recommend it though, because it's like slow.
Yeah, don't spoil it. I might eventually watch it.
Well, the upside is if you have problems sleeping, the first 2 episodes are great. Because, yeah, okay, it's slow. It's very slow. It takes its time.
See, I've been watching House of the Dragon.
I need to watch that.
I heard it's really good.
It
Yeah.
is pretty good.
I never got into the original Game of Thrones, but I was thinking of giving that a try because I just heard it was so much better than Rings of Power.
You lucky devil. You didn't witness the decline of Game of Thrones.
I mean,
Yeah.
I watched it on YouTube. I understand it. Because remember, guys, Danny just kind of forgot about the Black Fleet.
I haven't done
Yeah, basically everything after Stannis died feels like a fever dream.
Did you read the books?
But it's not out yet. It's not out yet.
Huh? But did you read any of the books?
I have not personally.
I read the first one.
I've read them all.
It's a shame. It's a shame they removed Tyrion doing like a double backflip, or a front flip before meeting Jon Snow.
I heard that even Stannis dying was like kind of out of.
It was
nowhere as
out
well.
because in the books he hasn't died yet. Because in the books, Stannis is smart enough not to bring his daughter to a fucking siege in the north.
Stannis the Manus.
There's certainly a lot of issues with the Game of Thrones show compared to the books. Yeah.
Mhm.
Basically, to me, it's like after Stannis died, the show really took a dip.
I mean,
To me, that was the catalyst.
once they started running out of content from the books, that's when it started taking a dip. Because it was, D.B. Weiss and what's his fuck or whatever. I don't even know if I did the first one.
D&D,
Yeah,
as the
D&D
lovely
people.
call.
Those two, they had good content from the books. Once they ran out of it, their plans, they needed the backbone of the books to actually bring it to fruition.
I think the fact that they got so much praise for that one scene between Robert and what's her face? There's a scene with them together where they're talking about like their relationship basically before Robert dies.
Mm-hmm.
Like they got a lot of praise for that scene because they're the one that wrote it. I guess it got to their head.
Yeah,
Some people
Anyways.
are really good at directing things.
it's true.
Not,
Good
not right.
point now.
But
If the last book ever comes out, HBO is going to redo the last couple seasons.
I mean, I'd be okay
Copium.
with that. I just wanted the last season of Game of Thrones to be extended by another couple seasons, so they could actually give the White Walkers justice.
I want them to restart over because they cut a lot of shit.
Well,
They
yeah, I
removed
mean-
an entire Targaryen.
They did. He did.
They removed fucking Lady of Vengeance or whatever her name
Lady
is.
Stoneheart.
Lady Stoneheart, like what the fuck,
Yeah.
bro?
Anyways,
I don't think Lady Stoneheart was a Targaryen.
no, they
No, it's two different things, but they were
Yeah.
cut.
But there was a
They did remove
Targaryen
a
back.
Targaryen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Kane, you're back.
B.
Hey, you'd wake up feeling sleepy, having rested, gaining a long rest, but still feeling not quite whole.
Okay.
So, you return back to your chamber. That's not you. You return back. That's you. I see white hair. I'm like, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Return to your chamber in the morning. You can hear the sounds of the common folk outside, enjoying the evening, moving this way and that, within the markets out front of the tavern. You can smell the sweet scents of breakfast from down below, which, being staying here on request of Grigorovich, that, well, meals for you are still free. But there's a strange presence a confusion within your mind as you would hear. I don't know what about this vestige business that you speak of, but I think you're right about whatever it is that portal thing in the basement. I think it's still tying me here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't feel angry anymore. Don't feel much of anything, really. But you and your companions helped me. So I think for at least until we can figure this out, I'm with you if you need me. You need my aid, my knowledge, my power. I'll give what I can.
Kane nods himself. All right, and I'll try to continue to act in the best of your interests. Did you see my little text blurb before I went away?
No.
Kane basically just spent the night trying to educate her on the whole vested situation.
Gotcha.
Mm.
Doesn't change much to her response. She's still confused.
Mm. That's fair.
Alright, but you'd be a little less confused with that.
Mm-hmm.
So, for your knowledge, as an added character, Lady Rosevane, because you took this particular path, will remain as an NPC. She will act in terms of like combat mechanics. There will be some benefits that you can gain. Whoever is bound to her, which currently is Kane, which I'll provide you guys for next session that we play. Outside of that, she will act as a mixture of an unseen servant within the Rosevane Manor. So she will help out and, keep things tidy, keep things prepped and organized for you guys. If you guys need, like, hey, I'm trying to research this topic, she will help you with that. A bunch of things of that nature. She also has a wealth of knowledge of what she did before, so she can provide this information. That said, she is still a spirit. She is still an undead. But she is no longer enraged. She is no longer technically considered evil.
Yay!
So she'll be helpful.
She will be helpful, but that might still cause issues with one amongst your number.
Yeah.
So, just throwing that out there, that you guys do have access to Lady Rosevane, but she is not passed on, at least not yet.
Wait, that means she can scout for us, because she can walk through walls and is invisible.
At least in the manor.
At least in the manor, yeah.
Outside
Anywhere
of the
beyond
manor,
that, she might not be able to wander.
Yeah, outside of the manor, as an out-of-character knowledge, she is... she's either possessing the individual and in their body, being able to move with them. She might be able to use some powers in that regard. I'm going to turn this music down a little bit because it's a little too lyric heavy.
Honestly, I really like the idea of having a ghost at a manor protecting it.
Yeah. I mean, she's here to protect your home as well as to give guidance and, keep it steady. She is your NPC estate keeper, essentially.
Hell yeah.
Can return to her previous research on the song as well.
Yeah, she does have knowledge on that, so she will help you guys with this information. Especially since one amongst you has heard at least a portion of it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder who.
I wonder who. But, in terms of out of combat stuff, she is very limited in her full power, so she's not going to be able to provide you guys, like, the ability to walk through, well, at least not at first. She cannot provide you guys the ability to walk through walls.
So, if she was doing research on a song, is she a musician?
No.
Oh.
I mean, yes, but
do-
no, not that type of way.
Good catch. Did we ask her about the bard?
You have not.
No, we are not.
Because I just remember that there's a bard we were looking for that we haven't, we heard that he vanished, and he was kind of related with the stuff Lady Rosevane was doing, but none of the bandits saw him.
That's
And,
not true. The bandits. the people who were also kidnapped by the bandits said that he came and left, that he was captured and then
Ah,
left
yeah,
with a group
dragged.
of people to go to their quote unquote master, whoever that is.
Yeah. That would explain, like, if she's researching a song, maybe hire a bard.
Mhm.
I
That's what you
don't
guys
think
have
it's
been
that
saying.
kind of song.
Well, wait. I didn't even
Oh.
think about this. Danu has performance.
Hmm?
Could she have tried to sing the song? I'm limited. Me personally, Tiffany is limited on being able to repeat lyrics and
Yeah.
songs and stuff. But would Danu be able to at least hum it fairly accurately?
Yeah. You can give me a performance check for that.
Okay. I don't even know where am I?
It's fine.
You're in the inn.
Oh, I'm in the okay. Where am I? In the inn. There I am. Well, at some point she would have hummed it for you guys.
I believe you hummed it, like, when
In
it
the
happened, like,
Yeah.
directly after it happened.
Yeah.
I
Just we
think
didn't have a thing.
Would have been a decent hum. Not enough to really get any additional information beyond what you guys already know. But, I mean, you have an in-character knowledge of the actual lyrics, at least some of them. So you can provide what you think is safe.
Uh, she's under the impression that if I remember right, the song wants her to find something. I've slept since then.
Well, I can provide you the first few lyrics as a reminder. I believe, I stopped around the fourth line, maybe the fifth line.
an old
Let's see here.
guardian of the woods.
I think this is where I had you stop the song, so that bit of lyrics would be what you'd know.
I think what happened is you were looking into editing the audio file real quick to clip it down, and then it never.
I just sent her the file.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had her stop at about 26 seconds into the song. So.
Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, no, I think you stopped before the last line. So I don't think
okay.
I heard.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
get
think
her
I
that
heard the
last
last line.
There we go.
Yeah. So it sounds like it's a song about a feast.
I remember you saying that, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, the last line definitely changes things.
A big deal, yeah. But yeah, she would have just said, "Oh, it sounds like a welcoming song for a feast." And yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well,
All right.
if the humming doesn't help anything, just a thought.
Wait, isn't she gonna die in 7 days?
Maybe.
Danu doesn't know that.
Wait, no, wait, how do we know that? Well, why is that in my head? Did
You know-
somebody
He's certainly
leaked it out of
paranoid about
character?
it.
Yeah, you
Did
know
somebody leak it out of...
from certain individuals that there is, I believe from the druids, that there is a
Yes.
song, the Sorrow Song, that those who hear it perish after 13 nights have passed since hearing the song.
I believe it has to be the whole song.
Oh, so you only heard parts of it, so you're good.
I mean, I'm not certain, but they did sort of indicate it had to be the whole song.
Look, it's fine. Once we head back, we can talk to the druids. But also, we're gonna ask the cleric here, right? The priest in that rundown church. Right?
About
The song?
song? I think we already did ask him.
He's pretty
How
new to
could
the
we have
region.
asked? How could we have asked him when we just got here, and we didn't hear the song beforehand?
We were told about the song in like the first session.
What?
I do recall
know-
you guys asking him about the song, but not the specific lyrics. So asking
Yeah,
about the
not
lyrics
the-
would be new and
Not-
different.
Not specific lyrics, no. Just the song. It exists. The
Yeah, but what if it's this song? If anything, it's even more. Like we have to go talk to him then. Even more now to confirm whether or not it's this song or if it's another.
But you do know that Auden, the town's new priest who's taken up residence in the old abandoned church, he is, as mentioned, new to the town, so he is not as privy to some of the gossips and lore of the region. But, you know, he might know something.
I was under the impression we'd asked him already. But it was a long time ago at this
Okay.
point.
That all said, it is the morning now, and what information has been gathered from the I have required to tell you these things has been provided. So it's up to you guys what you would like to do for the remainder of, well, this entire day, because you have the day ahead of you.
Grigorovich, is that was his name?
Hmm?
To we have to get a little round table council with him. So whenever he has a minute after breakfast, we should make a round table and tell him what we've.
We also want to go collect from the Hetman before he knows people are missing.
Yes, we need to go collect from the hetman.
Agreed. We should go find out all the people who should pay us and get them to pay us.
So you wish to go speak with the hetman and Grigorovich?
I believe so.
I think we should start with Grigorovich since we're already in the end. Just kind of out of. I mean, Zerai is interested in as little movement as possible.
All right. Well, we can easily start with Grigorovich, so I'm just going to shucky ducky you guys downstairs.
Well, we would want this to be a private conversation.
I will shucky ducky you guys to the meeting room. Boop. Alright, let me go look at my quest log for this to see what the reward is. Cool. Look at this note as well. Right. So, what do you wish to speak with me about? Things cleared? We need to see to the Lord, or is that? I'll let you speak.
The manor's malevolent presences have been cleansed, and its spirits sated.
That is good to hear.
The late lady has been slightly appeased, though she is still with us.
He's not yet passed on.
Unfortunately not.
I believed that she would as well, but in fact, she believed she would.
Strange. Strange indeed. Perhaps it is to do with her research. It kind of consumed her
We
life for a
thought that
time.
ourselves.
Something else then.
There's a portal of sorts into where the dark fae, the unseelie fae live, underneath the manor. And we're pretty sure it has something to do with it. But we will keep working on that particular angle.
if the name means anything to you, they call it the Well of Dreams.
Go give him a check. I can't say that it does. I do have some connections, but afraid nothing comes to mind in that regard. Perhaps others in town might know more about it. I know the Lord's court mage, Sir Medroth. He's a studied practitioner of these sorts of things, of the extraplanar. He might know more. But I do know portals in one's basement are certainly, at very least, not good, not normal. It might be the
It's like
cause
the
for why she
Dynasty.
remains.
It looks like the dynasties had some sort of passed on watcher of this portal. But since the dynasties have all died out, it remains unkept, unwatched.
You know if spirit of Lady Rosevane was aware of this portal?
No, not until we found it.
Kane will pose her the question.
I did not deal with the portal, even though the areas beneath me were so vast. I know there were secrets within the manor house. Some I was still exploring even. But find a portal down there. Certainly new and different to me.
Kane will say, no, she does not know of it.
Well, still possible that the portal is what's tying her here. If she had nothing to do with it, then... From what I know of spirits, from the sermons of Father Aaron, well, they linger for reasons, for things left undone. Don't think that you'd be tied because the portal, unless the portal is tied to her essence.
The Well of Dreams itself is corrupted.
And it's tied to the song Sorry.
Now that's
I
a
don't
different
know if you
matter
know
then. No, I assume she's assuming. Or, Zarai's assuming.
Well, yeah, because didn't Danu say she heard a song while she was down there?
Yeah.
I believe so,
Yeah.
but that we can also be assuming. But it is a good assumption to make.
It is a good assumption.
It's a good assumption, but it is an assumption, yes.
You do not 100% foolproof know that this is true, but it is a good assumption. Now, well, that certainly changes things. This song is tied in some way to the dreams. Well, Lady Rosevane was researching this sorrow song. Very likely that she views her task unfinished. Too important to leave be. That whale's corruption, that the portal, as you call it. It is very likely one cause that holds her here. Would know how to prevent it, how to stop its hold, but... or how to cleanse of its corruption, but... something
Of the
at least.
wood.
It's possible its creators might know more. You know who created it.
The takes out a book, references, notes. Gwen Hanny sisters?
Gotta give him a check for that.
They are from the Feywild.
They're the creators of this portal. It certainly explains some things. These sisters, this group of witches of the woods, they're known here in Asven. Some call them the true lords of this realm, of this forest, of this town.
Wait
It
a
is-
minute.
They, I don't know much about them, but I do know that they're paid homage by many of the farmers and townsfolk here. Quiet shrines in their home next to their shrines to the sun, or the shrine to Typhon, or whatever the dragon lord's name is these days. These witches, they held a presence here in town. Every Hallowed Eve, the barriers of realms weakens. Is when townsfolk here give them gifts, treats left upon their doors to appease their matrons. Costumes, the little ones, to appease the spirits, ease their passing, and to scare away those of ill intent. I do know, from my time here in town, many of these festivities end in disappearances. Things I was looking into with Lady Rosevane determined that it was the fate of this song. But this song, if this dream realm is connected to the sisters, maybe it's more than that. Maybe these are... I think it best to leave unsaid. The witches of the woods hold quite a power. But perhaps that is for others to hear.
Even.
You look towards Zerai. What did you say?
Oh, I said we have yet to go see any of them, but we know they live in the woods.
Yes, there are a few in town who have walked the trails to their abode. I know it's deep within the woods, somewhere nearby Rosevane Manor. But beyond that, I couldn't say for sure. There's manor of the... manor, as it were. It is cleansed of the spirits, at least of all but Rosevane. Well, it is good to hear that they have been put to rest peacefully.
Children did move on. Just so you know.
I gathered. But
There's also the interesting issue of the other spirits that were down there.
other spirits?
There was some undead knight, some fell white in armor, and Did we get anything on the second spirit, or did we just kick its ass really quick?
You just kicked its ass real quick.
Okay. And there was some second spirit Rosevane herself was tangling with, but we didn't gather any information on them before they were dealt with.
I might have given you a name, but I have to look back to determine if I did do that. There are more spirits down below, well.
I mean, they have been dealt with, but their presence is worrisome.
Indeed.
The Fell Whites, anyway, they raised a bunch of the undead in the tombs. I mean, the corpses in the tombs.
Seems like there's more to this banner than meets the eye. There's corrupted portal in the basement, dead rising beyond the spirits of those murdered.
And there's a ley line that crosses beneath the grounds.
Ley line, too.
Somebody was also defacing the graves on purpose. The dynasty graves.
That could have been a cause for the rising of these spirits, but I don't think. The portal and all these different factors, it seems far too. Seems far too.
Coincidental?
Yes.
Far too convenient?
Convenient for it to be just a coincidence. It's. Someone's causing this. Who, what, why, I don't know, but. I would say is just be careful, especially if you intend to dwell within the manor. To know. The trust intends to offer it up as reward.
Not that he could deny us anyway. We have the deed.
You recover the deed then.
I have.
Well,
Latros isn't gonna find out about that one.
there is an alternative path then in this case. The deed is tied directly to these lands, the people of them, with the family line being destroyed with the death of Lady Rosevane, her kin. The realm is left without lord. I know that Latruss wants it filled by people to fill the shoes of those who farmed the groves and the nearby orchards, but I think we all know that you are no such tools.
And his egregious tax plans are not that acceptable.
Quite. I have an alternate solution. Obviously, you have rightful claim, at least partially, in that you have accepted this task by town and its peoples, its liege lord. You could bring this up to Lord Estrati. I could help vouch for you in your position here. You wouldn't have to worry about paying exorbitant taxes to Latruss. I mean, really, I'm not sure how you'd be able to manage that. Taxes are not his business. He simply manages the affairs of Lord Estrati.
So he was looking to pilfer our coffers for himself, perhaps.
Most likely. But I do know that
Easy, dude.
Lord Estrati can set you right, whether you wish to be rid of this deed in the land and give it to the people, or keep it for yourselves and act as the stewards here. It's up to you, but Lord Estrati, he's an honest man, bit too foolish in some regards, but too, on the chest, if you know what I mean. He speaks his mind too often. Probably why he was left to these backwater courts here. But he will not fuck you as Lord Latrus would.
Mm-hmm. So he's reliable and honest, at least.
That he is. Additionally, I know that he, in some way, cares for the people here. He might see to it that you are given some honors for putting to rest the spirits, rather than simply sending them back from whence they came. As I'm sure that Latrus wished for it to be done.
And urgently at that.
He wanted it done so urgently, you would think that he had something to do with it.
I know that he is ties to others, nobles in town. His kin, he is second cousin or uncle or something like that to Tarlev in town. I know that you believe that he is the murderer of Peter Rosevein, so perhaps that is the case. Maybe he was wishing to hide his cousins or whatever evidence of it, his foul deeds.
Likely.
At this point, Kane will pose himself a question inwardly, asking if Rosevein would like to speak. Yeah, seeing as her old friend is right here in front of her.
She will speak into your mind.
He'll turn himself over.
I know that Lord Tarlev dealt many times with the various lords of this fair town. Latrus amongst them. There's many dealings. I've seen them within the halls down below, on the hearth, speaking in hushed tones. But I've seen that with many other figures in town. There Tarlev and his soldiers and his spies. It is certain that Tarlev and Latrus were working together. What ends, I don't know for sure, but I don't believe Tarlev was working with Latrus. Putting me down, I think that was on his own. Something else is going on with those two. What was going on with those two?
Shady dealings.
Yes. I can say that, well, what I think about it. You say Latrus was wishing for you to work my land, the estate's land. If he was wishing for some patsy to work the land and tax them beyond belief, well, perhaps he is in Tarlev's foul deeds. Perhaps he has more part in it than let on. Lord Tarlev first came to me wishing to join our houses together. Certainly wanted something from me. I owned many of the lands here. On the estate. The secrets within. Don't know how much Latrus knows, though. Tarlev, there's something different about his desire. Most bestial.
Maybe he's trying to bring back the vampires. Shrugs.
At this, the presence of Lady Rosevane will once more sink back into your mind, Kane.
Mm-hmm. And that's all she wants to say for now.
Now we should focus on undoing whatever it is they did in the basement then, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we should focus on the here and now. We still need to get those civilians back. I think we'll need to get another carriage. At least temporarily, maybe.
I'm sure there's a wagon we could find around town to use.
We could probably ask the guards if we could borrow one of their prison wagons. Since we do have to bring back the bandits as well.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed, should be well enough.
Should we go and become lords officially, since we do have the deed?
It would certainly give us a shortcut, and we can go right behind Latrus's back. We won't be able to do anything about it.
And you'd be pissed, which
Mhm.
meant that if there was something that he wanted on those lands and was hoping we would default them to him,
I'd also-
he will try to get it again. He will try some other kind of scheme.
I would like to mention, though, that he also did promise us a bonus for completing it early.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the Lord Estradi will.
That bonus might not be equal to us not owing taxes.
It
Yeah.
is fine either way. I am simply reminding everyone of the presence of the bonus.
Mhm.
I'm fine speaking with Lord Estrada.
I think maybe we go speak to Lord Estrade first, and then quickly go speak to him before he hears news of our recent engagement. Perhaps we could double dip.
Nods, nods.
Well,
We could simply ask Lord Estrade to hold his tongue for a short while.
I will say that, Lord Truss, he is, well, a snake to be sure, but he does have deep pockets. He did offer you
Yeah.
a bonus reward, and if you simply just care about money, well, there's one way to go about it, but he's involved in this in any way, well, wouldn't be sure. I certainly wouldn't trust him, but it's up to you. In the end, you are the deed holders as of now.
I'm pretty sure he was involved in some fashion.
It seems perhaps more likely that the Lord, who has been dealt with, simply requested he aid in perhaps covering up his crime. Perhaps there is no direct involvement other than that, but who is to say? Either way, shall we head to see Lord Estrade if you are done, Gregorowicz?
I have nothing more to add. Simply just questions in my mind, but I think it best I get back to the bar. And,
If we learn any more, we will let you know.
Mm-hmm.
it's appreciated. And, regardless of if you choose to stay in the manor or in town or elsewhere, if you need a place to stay, I have rooms ready for you here.
Mm-hmm.
Give a nod and kind of rises from his seat. Put a hand on Casimir's shoulder as he kind of passes by. Thank you again for taking care of this. Hopefully she can rest soon, but time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
chop on down to the bar. All right.
All right,
What?
let's go talk to a lord, and then may our feet travel faster than rumors.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys head on up to the keep.
That one. It's okay. Up to keep.
All right. Make your way through the gatehouse of the keep. The gates are currently open as there is a market day going on, so there is many different people going in and out, and they do check you, just like hold up, but after recognize you guys being, local adventurers helping out some of the people here, and Sir Strati, having seen you guys help defend the town from the initial bandit attack, you guys are let in without any real issue. And you can see that Lord Estradi is currently in the courtyard, commanding some of the town's militia, helping, ordering them to go and set up some stalls here, help move some cargo over there, basic business. I'm gonna look at my notes for him as you guys approach.
We haven't seen him since the raid on the town, have we?
Nope,
Have we actually met him before?
you have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a very brief conversation.
Mm-hmm. He showed up. I think he paid us for the heads of some people, and then he immediately went back to working on the town and shit.
Yeah, he rode off to go and get some backup soldiers from Karstein to help defend the town.
Mm-hmm.
I just zoomed in on his picture and went, "Oh wow."
Yeah,
That's
he
a
is a
very
Lupinal.
regal dog.
Yes,
Mhm.
he is good dog.
Dog man.
Oh, you've returned. Oh, good to see our fine heroes back in town. What news do you bring?
Well, we believe we have some documentation you might be interested in seeing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, see it then.
I think Kane has it.
Yeah.
Or David, one of the two.
Kane goes through his notes and produces the deed.
Oh, you've
We have done our due diligence. We have cleansed the manor of the hostile spirits that were resided within, and the spirits that were on the grounds have moved on.
well, that's fine
Hi.
news.
That said, on the undead fronts, there was a fell wight that was recently raised that had invaded the mausoleum on the grounds.
I am sure that our fine priest here saw it cleansed then.
Kane nods.
Well, I am not too worried then. The manor house is cleansed of the spirits that lingered on. The hauntings, hopefully, have ended at this point. That leaves only manor of the deed, which you now possess.
Mm-hmm. The Trust was trying to offer us the deed as a reward for cleansing the manor.
He's offering you
Though
something he doesn't own.
Yeah, it was apparent to us he did not own the deed, and he wanted to heavily tax us on land that was on his possession.
Well, I will trust to be a bit of a worm, but well, I'm glad you're not fools, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Well.
Gregovich can vouch for us. He hired us, brought us here in the first place, and we've been working with him to settle these matters.
You have been helping the town out quite a bit. How long do you intend to stay in town, now that your business here has been dealt with?
If we were to reside at the manor, I don't know if some of us were to leave.
Well, I can certainly offer you the manor legitimately as your new homestead for all that you've done for the town. Although I would need to know a
I was just
title.
gonna say, then at the very least, I'm sure to stick around.
I would need to know your patron or matron, who is the lead or liege lord or lady of your house. And what is your house's name? The nobles here, they require such things.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you are not related by blood, you'll still be bound by a house, at least in this case.
Kane looks around. Anyone have a noble name to offer up? I mean, I
As
am a bastard, but
as an out-of-character thing, you guys can think on this one. After the session, there is going to be a bit of a break, and there will be plenty of downtime in between the next session. So if you're like, you don't want to be caught on the spot, but like, oh, we need to think of a name, don't worry about it. But if you do have something right away, feel free to offer it.
Oh, Danu would definitely offer up OC.
OC.
Her last name.
OC.
Oh, I heard OC like the OC, and I was thinking of the show. It made me think of the show.
Oh no.
Have you not realized what her name?
Yeah, no. It's just yeah. Now I'm conflicted because now I can add the other aspect of Markak being that his family used to be nobles until one of his ancestors was betrayed and they lost their last name. But I have no real.
Up to you guys. If you want, we can call it here and give you guys plenty of time to think. Or we can say, insert name here, continue with the session.
mm-hmm.
It sounds
TBD.
like Danu is
TBD.
the only one enthusiastic about being the lady of the house, so I see no problem with that.
Yeah. Could be the OC residence. With Lady OC.
Danu would very much like the sound of that.
And really,
I hear no objections.
for full out of character knowledge, some of you guys could choose to not be labeled under this house name if you prefer not to. Especially if you're like, I prefer just to do my own thing. Like if you're already a noble, for example, you probably wouldn't want to join a different noble house in this way.
Oh, that's gonna be rough. The noble house does. What about the rest of the family?
What do you mean?
I mean, Markak has a big family. Would they also be included or no? Like, would they like?
You would become a member of this noble house, and as member, you could adopt individuals
Your
into your
entire
house.
family.
Yes, you could adopt your entire family to then become nobles.
All right,
But you'd be adopting them into this new family.
I'm gonna start making a bunch of NPCs and make his entire family. And now the manor is filled with hobgoblins.
See a bunch of like Kunari motherflippers walking around the place. Though I don't know if your other family members shave down their horns or not.
Oh well, for his case, it's because he had an accident that greatly disfigured him.
Yeah.
It's weird way to refer to your birth, but okay.
Fucking shots fired.
Wow.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, the incident was his birth.
Up to you guys.
I'll have to think about it. But I guess we can continue, right? Just call it TBD for now.
It could be
Yeah.
to be determined for now.
I like
OC.
I like OC though, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
And the joke of it is it's the OC house where all of our original characters remain.
See, whenever I hear OC, I just think of the open classroom, which was an elementary school I used to attend. Mm-hmm. Anyways, OC. Well, to be determined then. But you guys are, as a party, wanting to take up this offer.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
We kind of already started.
Yeah. I'm just making sure, because it is possible for you guys to be like, we're good. So. Very well. I'll see to it that these scribes ensure that your place and your name are sent forward towards the... Well, whatever. I don't really deal with that sort of thing. Recently knighted and all that, so I'll let the scribes handle this portion of the business, but
Mhm.
for now, I'll give my seal to the deed indicating that your names, and he'll have you guys go through rigmarole, signing your names and whatnot, and putting you guys on the deed, the lands they're in. Now, for the most part, the land can be worked by the folk that live upon your lands, which there are a few estates out there in the woods, near the edge, the borders of the mountains and the like. They can work your fields, and their taxes should be able to pay for much of the basic upkeeps, but anything beyond that, you'll want to see to repairs or the like, and it should be able to pay for it itself, but upgrades and out of character upgrades and the like, you'll have to pay for yourself. And as for taxes, the funds that you'll be making from the various taxes that you guys will collect, unless you choose specifically, hey, I want to break the law by tax evasion, I will assume that you guys are paying this part of the taxes you're earning. So your passive income will be reduced unless you say specifically, I want to break the law.
I'm not breaking the law. I'm skillfully evading payments to the government.
Yes. I mean, you can do so. You guys could do it sneakily, and we'll have to do some rolls from there, but up to you guys.
I don't know, dude. The IRS tends to get you in the end.
It's how they got, you know.
Not if you're really rich. You know what I'm saying?
If you're really rich, you don't pay taxes anyway. You just hire an accountant to make sure that you don't pay any taxes.
But with that, as you have finished turning in the quest, essentially, you guys would all gain the 8 experience required for completing the quest, which will level you up. So you now are officially leveled up.
Oh, I thought we already leveled up from the
Oh,
other
we
thing.
did too.
I'm a banana, and I did not. The calculator's not applying that. Okay, no, you're correct. You guys would gain 8 experience though,
Yay!
as you have finished the sect.
If we were going to ask anybody about the carriages or bring up the holds, we probably would bring them up now.
Yes, there is one other matter, Lord Strati.
Yes.
There are some villagers from town who we found holed up in the holds of Undar, and we require some extra transportation to wheel them all back to town, as well as some prisoners. If you would be able to spare the wagons and horses.
Certainly. I can, Zodin looks at some random NPC. Be sure to, fetch these, fine heroes of the town, wagons and, teamsters. Bring them to the holds of Undor and bring back citizens there. Make sure to bring with you a petty wagon as well. Carry with prisoners. Of course, my lord. Right away, my lord. Runs off. Not too far, because the wagons would be in this courtyard. And, not too long. They'll come back. But anyways, well, now that is covered. I'm glad that you are staying within our fair town. You have, cleansed it of many troubles of late, and I'm sure some of the townsfolk here would be sorry to see you leave. But I think for this matter, payment for cleansing, putting to rest Lady Rosevine and her children is in matter, as well as this fiend, this fell white. Let's see here. Look around. I'll send the coffer over to your, Would you like it sent over to the manor, or would you like it sent over to the inn for now?
Perhaps the inn would be better for now, as we will most likely be taking some time to renovate, if I am not incorrect.
Very good. I will send the coffer over to Grigorovich, and you can pick it up there then. Let me just look at my notes real quick. Just some random NPC in the background singing, practicing his song, apparently. Let's see here. Part 2, here we go.
That's obviously his chef.
Obviously.
Singing. Yep.
Well, I do appreciate this business being dealt with, and as we prepare for the festivals in the future, I hope that you and yours won't be opposed to joining in the festivities, providing various substances from your lands. But more than that, I'm sure the people would appreciate seeing, well, those such as yourselves. Not simply just here, but perhaps acting as protectors of the realm. Give them ease, especially during the festival. I know some of the history here of Razvan. Apparently disappearances occur every Hallowed Eve. Imagine your lot will ease that burden on the citizenry. But it's not for another month or so, so you have time to get settled in. Think about it. Is there anything else you are needing?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I believe that's it.
Very well. I will see the scribes sent with your documents to Karstein and see it placed, etched into stone, and your coffer will be within the inn in a few hours' time. Just gotta get it all collected and whatnot and delivered safely and securely. And thank you once again on behalf of the town for cleansing it of bandits and, well, putting to rest Lady Rosevane and her children. Alright. Anything else you guys are wanting to do?
I think these guys wanted to try and scam a bear.
I don't
Try to
think
scam
so.
Latruse.
Well, we have to go report to the mayor that we've cleared the town, the manor, obviously.
I'm
Obviously.
totally not doing that. I suck at lying.
What?
If anybody asks me,
There's no lying about that. We cleared the manor. We did.
Yeah, we did what he asked us to do.
Uh huh.
yeah, I totally not going. I suck at these kind of things. Trust me.
Not only that, you have disadvantage on the skills check. So yeah, go and
Yeah,
rest.
you do not want me to go with you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I'm not gonna go either because I don't need to.
Alright, so
I'm gonna be. I'm just gonna go to the inn and hang out.
Excellent.
Oh, yeah, I never pressed the long rest button.
Ooh. So everyone else
Is anyone else
to the
going?
admin?
Because Tarvis isn't going alone. Is everyone else
Hasn't
going?
really-
Can we go?
The charisma people need to go to sell the lie.
Alright.
I could be convinced.
Alright. So 4 of you will make your way to the Hetmans.
There's
You'll-
money involved.
You'll find
There is money involved.
the manor house rising up amongst the small folk houses, the single stories and the thatched roofs of those nearby. And as you approach, knocking upon the door is open not too long thereafter as the Hetman's butler will appear. A middle-aged man, you can see dressed in somewhat finery, will kind of look up. Yes. Can I help you?
We're here to talk to the hetman.
Do you have an appointment?
He sent us out on a task to cleanse the
Oh,
lands
yeah.
belonging to-
My apologies, sirs and madam. I did not realize they were those individuals. Yes, right this way.
Indeed, we returned victorious gloriously from battle.
I'm sure the hetman will be quite pleased to hear that. Right this way, and it'll lead you up into the building, up some stairs, and into a well-furbished office with carpeted floor, plenty of wall hangings, of various portraits of Latruss, in poses that, I mean, it's hard to get a good picture of Latruss painted, but you think the artist tried their best? Either which way, he is currently sitting upon a plush leather chair at his desk as the door is knocked upon. He allows entry. You guys are furrowed inside. And let me go look at my notes for him. Control and Latruss. There we go. You're back then. Good.
Indeed, and we are victorious. We have cleansed the manor of all the evil undead.
And in time too. Well, you certainly earned your bonus. What of the deed, though? The deed is most important.
We have not seen the deed. We have some miscellaneous receipts, but that's about it.
Roll deception.
Mm-hmm. Wait, hold on. Do I have a thing for this as a changeling? No, that just gives me proficiency. Okay. Oop.
All right. My dice today. Oh, would you like to spend a destiny or anything like that?
I'll use a destiny, sure. I just need to roll above a 3, right?
Yep. Well, yeah. There you go.
There we
okay. No matter, I can... Mana's cleansed, it can be arranged. Now then, on to business. So, he will open up a nearby drawer, pull out a huge stack of documents. To get us set up for your provisions, acting as the realm's liege lords, we'll need to fill out these forms. And of course, he'll open another drawer, pull out a small sack. The bonus for doing it swiftly.
Mm-hmm.
Forms. I have no need of this land. How about money? I like money.
You simply want to be rid of the land, then?
What's it worth?
Well, the land is quite decrepit, as I'm sure you have noticed. It is a destitute land with few civilians, few prospects going forward. It is... it need quite a few repairs. But...
who would want to deal with that house full of corpses?
Indeed, but if one were dedicated enough, it could be repaired, and its land itself is worth quite a penny of dedication. But if you do not wish the hassle, I'm sure I can purchase it off of you.
Stop beating around the bush. What is it you offer for it?
I offer... given the circumstances, 500 gold for the manor.
That doesn't even split evenly.
Even... depends on how you split it. If you cut down right the middle, it's split evenly. There's 4 of you before me. It seems 2 of your fellows have died, so... seems like, get more shares for your companions.
That's an incorrect assumption, sir.
Oh, they yet live?
Of course they live. They had the protection of Yotan. Do you doubt him? Takes a step forward and leans into a creaky board or something.
Seems not, no. Well then.
Oh god.
I will need a persuasion check. From one amongst your number.
Does it matter?
Let's say,
Many of you spoke up, so any of you can roll it.
My persuasion is 6.
My persuasion is also no, mine's 4. And
Mine's 7.
Ooh.
we have a winner.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Do you wish me to persuade them?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I get to do it with advantage since I have friends helping? Okay.
All right. Well, I can turn. You have provided quite the service cleansing the place for me. And though I will have to deal with the paperwork on my own.
That's inaccurate. I don't know why it's not. Oh,
Your
it's because
proficiency's not updated.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
plus,
it's not-
plus 2 instead of plus 3.
Sorry, I forgot to double check your proficiency.
Yeah.
21, whatever.
Oh, this is the old token. That's why.
Oh,
Oh, there you go. I will provide you with a pouch of 1,200 gold. The manor, another 500. The land surrounding. 1,700 in total, plus your bonus. I'll have to do the repairs myself, of course. Which will cost quite a penny. Will save you from having to deal with this headache and strife, though, so.
That seems reasonable enough.
So it's 1,700 gold for clearing this manor and doing it within your short time frame. Then
Yes. Let's set
Tarvis
up
holds
a-
out his hand.
Wait. I kind of want to incite this deal because something about it is that he is okay. I'm confused. Is he wanting to have exclusive rights on repairs? Is that what he's asking for? Like,
he
So,
would need to forge paperwork for
Yes.
he himself to own the manor.
So-
he doesn't know that we've already gotten the deed. Yeah.
so right
So
now,
he can't do anything.
he doesn't really have a lot of power, but he is, as Tarvis holds up the hand to go shake. You can give me an insight, by the way.
yeah.
No, nothing so simple. We are civilized people here. We deal in contracts. He pulls a piece of paper and begins writing on it. Begins drafting this contract. So you can see it's mostly pre-filled. He's not doing too much changes to it. Do any of you have lore or anything that might be relevant to legalese?
Just
Have
core lore.
linguistic skill.
Right, Casimir, you can give me a court lore intelligence check.
All right, I'm just rolling.
Not 20.
I'm just rolling history because it's the same roll.
And you can give me a linguistics check, Kane.
Okay.
Nice. That's a 3.
All Tarvis knows is he wants to be paid for the service of clearing the manor, and he doesn't want
Yeah.
his name anywhere near owning property.
What the fuck?
He's writing up a sale. So you're fucking us by taking his money.
All right.
Mhm.
So, as the contract is drafted, Kane, you can see that the contract does seem to be not in the words that Tarvis used, where you are being paid for cleansing the place, but you are being paid. Actually, he doesn't know that you guys own the place, so he wouldn't be a sneaky bastard like this.
That's why I'm like, I'm gonna read this carefully, make sure we're not.
He's definitely being
anything.
being sneaky about it. But I need to change what he was being sneaky about, because he doesn't know that you own the place, so we wouldn't need to draft things saying that you own it.
Splurge forth the legalese.
Yes.
Wait,
Just for
what?
everybody to say, why the fuck do we need to sign this? We don't own anything.
So, looking through the contract with a 16, I'm going to give him his own check to see if he can sneakify it. Actually, should be the same bonus as last time. So, which was okay? There it is. Natural 1. Okay, it's pretty easy. It's pretty blatant how one-sided this contract is in terms of you guys aren't getting paid as like you're definitely going to get paid the full agreed upon amount plus the bonus as indicated, but it looks like you're going to be paid from the revenue from the estate, which he doesn't own the estate because you guys own it, so he physically cannot pay you. So you guys can, yeah, you know that he cannot pay you this way.
Okay, you slime ball, what the fuck is this? You want to pay us from the revenue for the estate that you don't own.
Well, I will own it soon, but your bonus is still right here.
Just pay us on the table and let's be on with it. Too much paperwork, too much of a trail. Can I try to persuasion that?
Yes, you can. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You hired the Whispering Knights, our adventuring group, to clear this manor house, which was a service that we provided.
Oh, that is our name. That's right.
I forgot that was what our name was.
For a moment, I was
We
like, the
went with
Whispering.
it, yes.
For a moment, I thought the Whispering Knights. Who the fuck are them? Oh, that's
Dude,
us.
Me too. I was like, whispering. Where did you come up with that?
It's a good thing.
Yeah,
It's a
that's us.
It's a good thing
When
we're not there.
Tales
Fucked
of these
everything up.
ventures spread throughout the land. Will it be said that you skimped us on our payment?
Dope.
Roll intimidation, Tarvis.
I thought you had a -1.
It's a charisma check.
Oh, of a note, we haven't played in a bit. I've completely forgot about this. I have updated the intimidation skill to be strength or charisma.
Oh, add 2 to that.
Huh.
Excellent. So that is a 21. Yeah, I've got a natural 1. He is. You can see him literally quivering there, his many jowls jiggling as he seems to shirk back into his chair. No, we wouldn't want that. No, sir. Very well.
Oh my
Keep it
gosh.
off the books, as you wish for discretion in these matters. We'll do a simple payment of coin then. Business. You are speedy, of course, so let us keep this arrangement cordial. Yes. Jeffrey, pay them. He looks behind you as the butler in the hallway looks up and kind of shuffles forward with a small cask, puts it on the table, and opens it and reveals some coin. And you see Latrusse puts the small sack inside it as well. It's your bonus as well. Job swiftly done. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the point. You want to stab this guy.
Excellent. Well, I wish it could be said it was a pleasure doing business, but this ugliness at the end kind of ruined the whole matter. Good day, sir. Tarvis will pick up the coin and turn around to walk out.
Yeah, good luck finding your deed, sleazebag.
You can see that he wants to speak, but he's too terrified of Tarvis that he is just like...
And the hilarious thing is that Tarvis is like the nicest of us all.
Yep.
All right, how much gold's in the barrel?
All right. Let's see here.
Oh my god.
Trust's payment. I'm going to put that in quotations, actually. Payment.
When we got like what 30 plat off the one dude.
Mm-hmm.
This has been a serious payday.
You know, if Estradi ever asks, I'm just gonna say,
Jesus Christ.
Latrust paid the idiot tax.
He was trying
Alright.
to cheat us, so we decided to cheat him in return. If you really
Mhm.
want to give back the money, we can, but
What do you mean? He asked us to clear the manor house. We did the job that he asked us to do. I never said anything about owning land.
There's no
Alright.
legal
If
paperwork
I
to prove
recall, I
anything.
even objected when he brought it up the first time.
It's true. Some of you did object, yeah. Alright, as you leave
Uh-huh.
the manor, the chest is noticeably heavier than you were expecting. As
Oh,
it's a stone in it.
It's 121 pounds of gold.
yeah, it's pretty heavy.
As Tarvis picks it up like it's nothing, and just walks off with it.
Actually, he would have paid you guys in platinum. Let me change that. It's not as bad, but it's yeah, still 6,000 gold worth of platinum.
Mhm.
God.
Because I mean, he's a lord. He'd pay you in platinum, not gold.
and it's in a chest, right? What's
It's
the
in a
quality of the chest?
Chest is a fine quality medium chest with a inbuilt lock.
I would ditch the chest as soon as possible, because that guy's sleazy as can be.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm. All right.
he could put all kinds of like hexes and curses and he's just sleazy.
But you guys have attained your payment for the quest. You have attained. I'm gonna put this in your iLab as well. Reward for what did I call this quest line? Quest log. Really call it that? All right. Deed and lordship over Rosevane Manor and surrounding lands. They are. And that is a completed quest. Completed quest
Also,
reward.
let's say the additional reward from Estradi for whenever that's sent. I don't know if you want to note that in there.
Oh yeah, I just mark that too. Lord Istrates bonus. Hint. That's not a T. That's a Y. There we go. See, he's getting a lordship. He's doing that. Bonus reward would have been.
So on the way back to the tavern with our bounty, Tarvis will turn to his more knowledgeable of local law companions and ask, "So, if we're going to take up residence in the area, how does one become a hetman? And what would it take to replace this guy with someone more agreeable?"
Do we know if this is a democracy-based system?
It's a
So,
connections-based system, isn't it?
connection is definitely something that is beneficial. Especially if like a higher up lord is like, no, you're the hetman now. Otherwise, I believe it might. It's a.
It's a military title.
Yeah. Let me go bring it up. Just make sure.
It basically means he's an appointed official.
Yeah, he's definitely appointed. This one specifically is appointed, but yeah, it is assigned by the land's liege lord or by a banner's ban or barony's baron, though it may be conferred upon an individual for political reasons, such as a boy or gifting the realms to a newly risen rights. Kind of like what happened to Lord Estradi being gifted this land, this castle, and the lordship of the realm, while the hetman who serves under Lord Estradi was likely gained this position from someone else.
Mhm.
So, if you have connections, you could gain the hetmanship, but it's not one that is voted on.
We need to
Right.
go above our station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lord Estradi would have to replace him.
Lord Estradi would have to replace him, but you don't. If You do not know if Lord Estradi was the one who put him in charge, seeing as that he seems to be older in the town. He seems to be more rooted in this place. It's likely that Lord Estradi did not give him this title, which means you'd have to go somewhere else. Or Lord Estradi would have to advocate on your behalf.
So, hear me out. If you don't care who replaces him, it seems like a simple fix on getting him replaced, but I'm not sure if you would be willing to do such things.
Hmm.
I mean, you guys could always just kill him, yes.
Yeah.
That's what Danny's suggesting.
In order to get him out, we would have to have definitive proof of his involvement with something incredibly shady. And we'd have to have serious proof.
Or he could fall off a horse.
Or
Yeah, he could fall off a horse.
Or he could be taking a carriage ride to another town. Accidents happen.
Accidents happen.
random carriage rides to other towns.
So if he were to accidentally fall off the bridge over there or drown or something, then Lord Estradi would just replace him with a new hetman. Okay.
Yeah, but it would probably be a senior lord in the area.
You know, there's an easier solution to all this. If he dares to accuse us lords of something so unseemly as scamming him, just challenge him on his honor.
Oh God!
Get him to the death.
Yeah.
Yes. Yotan approves of this method, I believe.
All right. Well,
Oh
on that note, is there anything else you guys are wanting to do in town?
I think other than us, like just going to pick up the people from Holds of Under, I think we're.
I want to commission a weapon, but that'll be once we start the
Downtime. Anything else of note?
The only other thing I can think of is we are waiting on the book to be decoded, but we do have a sub-quest in relation to that to speed it up.
We are supposed to go and get a night beast, a live one, which we may actually be at the right level to do that at this point.
That's up to you guys. But I can tell you this. The book is not yet decoded at this point in time.
I was going to say, it's been gone like maybe 2 days.
Yeah, it's not been long enough. But with that note, do you guys have any intention on partaking in any of your side quests, such as the hunt for a night beast or looking for a basilisk, before the downtime concludes?
Night Beast, yes. Basilisk, no.
Yeah, I think that sounds about right.
But he does need the night beast to cure his patients as well, so that is kind of of the essence kind of thing.
We do have that thing we picked up though. That actually I don't know if we still have it. The Drasmark fight. We got the essence of hatred. He needs death, right?
Right. That could be a reagent that would be of use to him. That is something we could offer up. Or he might give us more insight into that as a resource.
Certainly could be an option.
And we do need to go to the mage in town and ask him about the Feywilds and the River of Dreams and all of that.
Hit up the court wizard, say, hey, yo, what's up?
See if he knows anything useful.
All right. Well, seems you guys have a plan. And there does seem to be at least one more session's worth of content before the downtime occurs. So, from that, I will call the session there, and we will pick up next time with some good old stuff. But first, let's see if there's someone we can raid. Okay. I'm a little behind on Critical Role, but Critical Role's streaming, so feel free to pop on over there. But I'm going to raid Saffron, because they are 91 viewers right now. They could use some more people to watch.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Playing some Minecraft, yo. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyways, hope you guys had fun and all that good stuff.
See you.
See you next week.
And there is the
See you next week.
stream.